What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Oh, man, I'm on cloud 11,900. Man, life is great right now, baby. I can't complain about anything, man. I was texting my favorite cousin, man. My cousin Stephanie hit me up today, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Life's good, man. She hit me up. It was a good weekend, you know what I'm saying? Sports-wise, we had the NFL games out here. It was Saturday, Sunday, man. Saturday, early. Sunday, late. Sunday, midday. I mean, across the board, it was beautiful, baby. I feel great, man. It's a great day. We got football this weekend, D. We still got action. It's a great day. It's a great day. I know you. I can't wait to hear from you. I know you excited.
Well, what do you want to know?
What you want to know? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just like, I'm sure we're going to talk about the games. I'm sure we're going to react to everything that took place on Sunday. I'm sure we're going to eventually get to the upcoming matchup as well.
Well, I was going to say, you want to hear from me. I know for a fact the chat, and you could even throw myself in this mix too, want to hear from you.
Hear from me? What you mean?
Yeah.
What you hear from me, man?
Well,
it was a great weekend.
The upcoming matchup.
It was a great weekend, bro. It was a great weekend in the Moats household, bro. You know, all my squads, like, we just checked. Bro, even my not main squads were still taking care of business, bro. We just like check. It was like, yo, it was a great time, man. I just feel really happy, man. I'm just really happy about everything right now.
Cardinals and Cowboys won.
Come on, bro. I think Cardinals ended up losing right at the end, if I remember. I think they
did that.
I think they were losing by like 1 at the end. I want to say Gino. He had it.
Am I off? I thought they won.
It could have been right though.
I thought they won.
I was off. I thought they lost by 1.
Let me see.
You might be right though. Because I know Dallas won, obviously Pittsburgh, and then Buffalo.
Yeah, you're right. It was Seattle won by 1.
Yeah, because I remember seeing Gino. It was like he had this little, I think it was to lock it in the back of the end zone. 3-1 though. But it was a good game though. That was my thing. Because like
Kyler's playing good,
bro. You look at it. You watch like his straight. He was straight, bro.
He's growing up.
Yeah. So that was the part where I was like across the board. It just felt right. And then even seeing the Cowboys beat the Commanders. Even though I called them the Redskins with my son, he's like, Dad, which I was like, bro, when I grew up, this is what I've known. This is why I don't like them, and I will forever want to see the Cowboys win this game.
Are you telling G to call them that now going forward?
Don't get me canceled, okay? Just it's a sports house, so we'll just leave it at that, all right? But there isn't a lot of positivity surrounding my feelings towards that team over there, all right? So yeah, man, across the board, it was just like, yeah, we check it all. But it was a rivalry weekend. It felt like the last week of college football where all your teams having rivals. I'm like, bro, check this one off, check that one off, check this one off. Yeah. So, like I said, man, it's been a great time. And all of them went the way they needed to go. Shout out to my dog, Terrell Edmonds. Shout out to Mike Vrabel and them Tennessee Titans. Shout out to Derrick Henry as well.
Yeah, it turns out we needed that one.
What did I tell you, though, bro? I tried to tell everybody. Y'all weren't trying to hear me. Y'all was letting y'all fake anger towards a Buffalo team.
There's nothing fake about it.
It had nothing to do with Buffalo. That fake hatred towards Buffalo. College of judgment, man. I told you. I said, bro, Tennessee is the game, man. Nobody wanted to hear me. Tennessee. I said it all week. Tennessee. And what happened? Tennessee. Because I told you how that Sunday night was going to play out. I told you the Sunday night one. I told you that ahead. I was like, bro, if you waiting on that one, we're going to be in bad business. But shout out to them Titans, bro, because that was the game. That was definitely the game, man.
Well, us wanting the Titans to beat the Jaguars had nothing to do with Buffalo. It's just we wanted
I'm sure.
the first option
I'm sure.
to get us in the playoffs.
Oh, I'm sure.
Seriously, that was it.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with Buffalo, but yeah, we still don't really like them.
That is crazy. What did they do? They did nothing.
I mean,
they have literally done nothing. They've done nothing.
This week, I mean, you can times that by 10.
What are you talking about? Bro, this is just a friendly. We ain't got to travel far. We even got the better of the weather locations. It's like,
it is.
Come on, bro.
Although, was KC going to be as windy as what it's going to be up in Buffalo? It's going to be colder.
Yeah, it's going to be cold. I think it's going to be wetter in Kansas City, though, because I think they're supposed to get, like, weather to come with that. Whereas in Buffalo, it's supposed to just be the winds and cold temperatures.
Dare I say better time slot, too.
I mean, I ain't tripping. I'm glad we ain't got to do the Peacock thing, so salute that. We get regular TV.
I was thinking about this today. I was just wondering, am I getting older that I wanted that 1 o'clock time slot as opposed to the Saturday night? But then I thought through it more. I think it's just the Saturday night game I didn't want. Because Sunday night I'm all about.
Yeah, Sunday night feels like professional. Saturday night feels like college.
Yeah. So I prefer the Sunday night.
Hey, look, it's
Or
funny
even
you
the
said
Sunday
that though.
4:00. I'd prefer those over the 1:00.
It's funny you said that. When I was playing, I used to feel the same way about playoffs. If they scheduled us on a Saturday game, it didn't feel as official as if it was like Sunday. Sunday, 1:00, Sunday, 4:00, Sunday, 8:00. As long as it was on Sunday, it felt legitimate. That Saturday playoff game, you just like, I mean, yeah. But it just feels a little like it ain't the real one. But we did got the money spot, though, man. Sunday, 1:00 is going to be a vibe, baby.
I think it all worked out.
I would say it worked out perfectly. I am so excited about everything that took place. And what we get to discuss, at least for this week, and, you know, we'll see what goes on from there, baby. It's going to be a great time, man. It's a great time.
You have anything more to add?
I like your outfit, bro. You look great.
Thanks.
Top to bottom, actually, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, top to bottom, man. Yeah. Woo.
I mean, there's so many different things we can talk about. I'm sure we will.
I like your polo. I like your
podcast,
polo flannel. You know, I like that. Let's start with the outfits. Right? I like your flannel. You know, it's a nice polo.
Thanks.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
You know what? You're actually rocking a good hoodie.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Hey. I like that denim, bro. That's fresh black right there, too.
I don't know what beanie you got on though.
Chill out. Don't do that.
It's
Don't
too
do
far
me like that.
tilted
Don't
up.
do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that.
Can you lower it? I
look,
can't
look.
see. I legitimately can't see the logo.
Your
on
hat
the
is
beanie.
nice, and my hat is nice. We could just leave it at that, right? Your hat is nice, and my hat is nice.
Oh, God.
What? Don't do that. Your hat is nice,
That's
and my
tough.
hat is nice. Is your hat not nice? Is your hat not nice?
I didn't notice your beanie.
Bro, what are you
Yeah.
talking
All I saw
about?
was
What
the
are you
hoodie.
talking about, Deke? I have
Now I'm
still-
looking
I
on
got the
YouTube. I
still-
see the beanie. This is rough.
Are you checking the tape? Wow.
Yeah, 'cause I can't see it in person. You got it too far tilted
That
up.
is crazy.
Damn.
Deke then pulled up the tape. He said, hold on.
I
let
see
me-
what you
let me
did there
just-
too. You went with the Bills gear that doesn't have the blue and the red, so it wouldn't be noticeable. I see what you did.
Hey, it's been working great all day. It's been working great all day, man. They're like, yo, I like you most. I'm like, yeah, baby, we here. So yeah, bro. I mean, don't hate the black eye, bro. We just chill it, bro.
The hoodie's sick.
The hoodie's-
I actually
come
want to
on,
get
bro.
that hoodie for myself.
I appreciate it, man. This I got as an alumni. You know, this is an alumni gift when they had brought me back with some of my teammates, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, here you go. This was that was. So I wanted to make sure that I was supporting, you know what I mean? And y'all can see loud and proud where we are. You see the colorway loud and proud where we are. But come on, man. Don't be like that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we rode this ride all year. It was a 6-6 part of this ride. And I've had to ride that whole ride, Deke. Come on now, baby. I told you on the front end of this before the game. I said, bro, as long as we take care of business, it could be great. Because I was like, if they win the division, that 2 seed, I'm going to be up. I'm going to be hyped. So it's like, nah, now we got action on top of that action. And they get the same thing. Bro, this is beautiful. And if you're being real, I like this matchup, bro. I do.
For the Steelers.
I like it for both, actually. I do. But we'll get to that later. You know what I'm saying? We ain't get to that just yet. So, yeah, man.
I can't believe you have to agree with this, especially since you know both teams the way you do. Steelers opening up as 10-point dogs.
That's what it was?
It's 10-point dogs.
Oh, I did not know
I was
that.
like, okay, all right,
That's a lot.
all right.
Yeah, that's a
You
lot.
want to sleep on the Steelers?
Yeah, that's
all right.
a lot.
You know like how
Bro,
we're playing right now.
It's
like,
the playoff. My thing is, Deke, it's the playoffs.
Nah, that's disrespect. But it's fine.
It's the
Whatever.
playoffs,
I'll
bro.
take the disrespect.
Yeah, it's the
That's
playoffs,
cool.
bro. Everybody got to be fired up, man. Yeah,
I know how the Steelers are playing right now. Like this is good ball.
absolutely. Absolutely.
This is very equivalent to how we were playing at the end of last year.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially even better. The problem is now we're banged up again on defense.
Nah, but we still going to be all right, though. We're going to be all right.
We get some back, we lose our guy.
But at least if we're losing that guy, it's at one of the positions where we probably have the most depth defensively
I
right
think
now,
we'll
man.
be able to make shift something
Yeah.
together.
Because that's
Get
the
some
one thing I will
consistent
say.
pressure.
Yeah. And another part is, granted, we don't know the full extent of how long he would miss. I know they're saying potentially AFC
I could
Championship.
see him play this week.
Well, that's my whole thing. It's like, this is TJ Watt, you know? So even if he weren't to make it this week, but we got out of there and we playing next week, don't act as if it would be, you know, out of the framework or out of this realm for him to even pull up in that situation
Especially
as well,
in
man.
a do or die scenario.
Yeah.
Like if we don't go on, the season's up.
Right.
So like, what do you got to lose? You got a whole off season
Mm-hmm.
to
The only
get
issue-
healthy
yeah.
and rehab, all that stuff.
And the only thing that I would say is different just with this injury compared to like a pec or anything else is the upper body versus lower body, you know? And I think that might have been even, you know, the decision with keeping him out. If the reports were true about him trying to go back in, yeah. It's like, yo, at the same time, it's like you can be as tough as you want to be, but sometimes you don't want to be stupid. And if your knee is truly, you know, compromised and you go out there less than what you need to be and you can't move, you're only going to make it a lot worse or add on to the injuries that you're going to be sustaining. So, you know, that was part of the thought process with that at least. So that's what I'm saying, man. We'll see. But the beautiful part is nothing needs to be surgically repaired. So that's, you know, in terms of just any type of positive element, nothing needs to be surgically repaired, nothing broken. So we definitely like that, man.
What a bummer.
Yeah.
Goes out with a bang in the regular season.
Big facts,
Finishes
though, man.
off with leading the league in sacks for
Bro.
the third year, which is an NFL record.
And 19 of them things, the only person outside of his brother J.J. Watt to do it multiple times as well, man. It can't be nothing else.
I can't believe they still have Myles Garrett as the favorite for
Are
the
you
deep boy.
serious?
They moved.
What is the numbers now?
They moved TJ over Micah.
Okay, I'm about to say, because that...
Myles Garrett, I checked this morning.
How is
they had it
Myles
at
still ahead of both of them, though?
I don't know.
That's the part that is still the order doesn't make sense. I'm like, the whole Micah, yes, Micah and TJ, but even now it's like, no, this is clearly, it's a TJ thing now, man. This is clear.
What's a shame is with his injury, too. If he would have stayed out there, he might have been able to pick up an extra
I thought he was going to get, I thought this was one of them days. I was like, you got the 2-piece. I'm telling you, I'm like, why don't you get a 5-piece? Make it interesting. Make a 5-piece. You could tie your record at 6. You break your record, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? So, yeah, bro. Yep. But no, it was beautiful to see, though, man. Like I said, I hate the fact that he went down. Glad that he, you know, at least was able to dodge the true, you know, significant or surgical type injuries and stuff like that. But
it didn't even look like anything happened either.
Bro,
there was no buckling, there was nothing. It just
a quick little hyperextension. Yep, caught him when he's locked out while he's landed, man. Yeah. I didn't even check. Has Montravius, is he okay? Or has he received death threats? I remember what happened with your boy Dotson when KP went down.
I think the happiness from making the playoffs is overriding any of that.
Okay,
right
got you. So good job on him then. Because I was like, if they was
probably
like,
got at least one though.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, they sent Dotson real life death threats, man. Yeah, and TJ is just further along. It's TJ. So yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I can't complain about the weekend for sure.
I like it, baby. I like it. Yeah. Eventually, I'm going to come down off a cloud 9. It just ain't happened just yet. I'm just riding the wave. You know, man, I told you I needed me some positivity, man. I got kicked in the nuts. So, yeah, man, this has been like let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Heck yeah, man. Deke, I was so hyped last night, Deke. Just throughout the whole process of the Titans taking care of business, Bills taking care of business, and it's like, boo, 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 boo. Bro, I did your dance in the bed.
Soldier boy.
Wifey rolled over like, what is your problem? I'm like, babe, you got chill. I'm hitting my Deke right now. Yeah, bro, just throwing it out there. So salute you on that one, man.
Hey, son-in-law's happy too, huh? Or not son-in-law, brother-in-law.
Big facts. Oh, yeah. He was like, because that was another part where it was like, not only did they get in, they won the division. He feels great about C.J. Stroud, obviously DeMeco Ryans. So, yeah.
Or no, that's your brother. I'm talking
that's
about.
That's my brother, yeah.
And then your brother-in-law with the Packers, right?
Oh, yeah. Jeez, I forgot about that one, too. Yeah, because I hit him up. I told you, bro. Literally, it was like between my brother-in-law, and then my family, because they the diehard Cowboys fans. I tried to tell you across the board, bro. It was just one of them weekends, man. And then when that Titans game happened, and they's like, yo, I know.
Everyone's in.
Yeah, it went crazy. Literally, it was like, yo, everybody hit. Everybody's in. You could have had a T-shirt. You could have had a T-shirt. But we in the dance. That's all that matters, bro. We ain't tripping on the other one, man. That's okay. Nah.
I could care less.
Absolutely, bro. We in the dance right now. That's all that matters, man. You either in the dance or you outside the dance. We in the dance, Deke. That's all that matters, baby.
I got to give props to Jordan Love.
Shout out.
Maybe your brother-in-law was right. He's actually pretty good.
He's low-key looking. Ever since our game,
I think he had a
man.
top 10 season this year, at least. You look at his stats, 4,000 yards, like 32, 33 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he was a lot more consistent down the stretch, man. I was impressed. Definitely. All right, well, shoot. Got anything else on your chest before we start this thing off?
No, I think the chat's going to be our guide today.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great one today. I can't wait. Let me hit a sip real quick.
Yeah, I don't have too much to add. I'm sure I'll say whatever needs to be said throughout the course of this podcast.
Deke, I'm excited, Deke. This is a great day, a great week. It's a great week. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and start the show like how we always do, but we do got to pay a bill, all right? So I'm going to throw that out there on the front end, okay? But with that being the case, let us know where you are tuning in from in the comment section, and that way we can give you a big boy shout out to start the day's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you have not done so just yet. Now, Deke, for the people that are watching us, they see it's a logo above your head. It's a beautiful logo, might I add. Says DraftKings Sportsbook. You know, the top-rated sportsbooking app in all of North America. I mean, it's safe, it is secure, and it is reliable, Deke. And that's the part that is so dope about it. I mean, shoot, who don't like to have a fun time watching these games? Postseason games happening right now, getting you an opportunity to make some money. That's what it's all about. But more importantly, we got promo codes. Promo codes. Okay? Promo code is Moats. You download that DraftKings Sportsbook app, put that promo code in, make your initial deposit bet of $5 minimum, and you'll receive up to $200 in deposit bonus money. It is a dope concept, man. It's free money to use to get more potential money. All right? So, with that being the case, you know how we do, but at the same time, some people struggle. You or someone you know might have a gambling problem. Might need some crisis counseling or referral services. Well, if you live in New York, you see the number to text. But for everybody else, the number to dial is 1-800-GAMBLER. I said a 1-800-GAMBLER. I said a, you better go. One 800 Now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Craig Ellis tuning in from the 717 Lancaster, PA. As always, Victory Monday, let's go. Also, sorry, Moats, but your bills are going down.
Starting the hot How we just going to get right there, man? Off the top rope on the first one, Deke? That's crazy. Jeez Louise and James H. I knew you said I sound just like Marvin Gaye. I got a little Marvin Gaye in me, but I'm more Luther than Marvin. But I like your style, though, man.
Josh is probably high from the 719 Colorado Springs.
Shout out to Colorado Springs, man. I like it.
Real Deal RC, 757 Norfolk, Virginia.
I like it. Shout out to Nick Bittner. He says he's hitting all the high notes. He can hear that range as well, man. I've been practicing. I've been in the lab. All right. Just,
Bart Basquiato, 805 Thousand Oaks, California.
There it is. I like that. Justin Petit says, it sounds like angels singing in his ear. That's what I try to go for that. You sound like that? You think I sound like that, right? Little angels? Angelic? Give or take an angel? Yeah. We ain't gotta give a hard answer. You just nod. Just get him with that one. Like tip the cap. Yeah.
I believe that you believe that.
There it is. And as long as I believe, that's all that matters, right? We just all one band, one sound right here, man. There it is. That boy good. That's what they say. That boy good.
The homie Cal from 803 Aiken, South Carolina.
I like it. Shout out to Aiken, South Carolina also.
G90 is calling this the Moats Bowl.
Ooh, man, come on, man. You know, it does feel like that. It feels great. It feels great. I hit. This is what I was hoping for, and I hit. It's beautiful.
We got Pace 905 Toronto, Canada. Might make a trip to the game Sunday. Only an hour and a half drive.
Man, you need to pull up. Shout out to Donald Copeland. He also says, I need to go ahead and sign me one of them Music 360 deals, man, because I got that type of talent, man. You right. I mean, shoot, I don't mind working on the label for the label. Just, yeah. Just make sure I got my drops right, baby. But my singing is fire, bro. I've been practicing.
Leah Warren from the 254 says, thank you to the Jags. Your sacrifice is greatly appreciated.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. And you know what? It ain't a sacrifice. It was karma. It was the curse. The terrible towel lives. Deke, the terrible towel lives. But
Yeah,
see,
it's not a joke.
But see, y'all ain't want to believe it. Y'all want to put it on. Deke, that's the one. Then I said, that's the one to watch for. That's why, man.
Well, it was both. It's whatever it takes to get in.
No,
whatever it takes.
no,
that was just the
no,
second option, and then on Sunday it was the first
There
option.
is no second option.
'Cause we didn't
It
get
was
that tie on Saturday
literally,
night.
it was literally, they are doomed. If you disrespect the terrible towel, you are doomed. And it holds true.
Yeah, I'm
holds true.
completely fine with how everything played out. And hindsight being 2020, we needed that game to happen that way. We couldn't rely on Tua and the Dolphins.
Loved it, man. How'd you feel?
It was weird. It was a weird feeling relying on Tannehill and the Titans, though. But hey,
he's clutch. Tannehill's clutch.
I'll give more credit to Derrick Henry, but
they're clutch. It's a tandem. They're clutch.
No,
no,
because Tannehill tried throwing the game away in the second half.
No, but he hit a couple of D-hops. D-hop hit his bonuses too. Shout out to them bonus boys, man.
Yeah, he had some good throws, but it's always the stupid pick from Tannehill where you just can't
This is also true.
Like, dude, like, why are you doing this? The last thing you need to do is throw a pick right now.
And he's actually trying hard too. Yeah, I'm with you.
You're up in the game. You know, you guys are running the clock out. Let's just not throw a pick.
Yeah.
Put them in bad field position. But nah, Tannehill's just gonna throw a pick.
We just like it more exciting that way.
And then
Shout
the
out to Edmonds getting a pick,
Titans
though.
punter was even worse though, because right before half they're up double digits. 20 seconds left. All you gotta do is punt the ball. You're gonna go into halftime double digits. Can't catch one that hits him in the chest. And Jaguars get a free 3 points. I'm just like, okay. Yeah. This is what we get for relying on teams like this to make it to the playoffs.
I was just hyped to see Edmonds get a pick in the game, and then Edmonds come up, and then Edmonds on the stop, man, on the final throw. Heck yeah. I'm like, Edmonds, they said you couldn't cover. They said Coach T couldn't coach. They said this team couldn't win. They said we would never make the playoffs, and here we are. I like it, Edmonds. I like it. Man,
I'll say a few more here. Tom's River, New Jersey, 732. That's where Gavin Schneider's tuning in from.
Hey, shout out.
And then Mano, 413, Steelers, Massachusetts in the house.
Hey,
that'll be it.
Let's go. Bro, it's going to be a great day, bro. I'm excited, man. Let's get at him today. Let's get at him, D. What we got?
Well, first one right off the bat, $50 from Tristan Love.
Shout out to Tristan and the Love. Shout out to you, Tristan Love. Yes, indeed.
He says, Moats, on behalf of the Steelers fan community,
I
want to apologize for the Bills hate you're about to receive.
You know, you're a real one for that, baby. You're a real, because I ain't done nothing.
He still has more to say.
They've been innocent this whole time, and we all innocent over here, all right? There is no animosity. There is no ill will. You've seen throughout this whole season, it's only been nice commentary coming from the blue and red side, okay? That black and gold is a little aggressive, all right? But it's been nice commentary, all right? I put this one as the big logo.
You're saying the blue and red commentary coming from you?
Yeah.
I can't say
way
that.
Nicer.
This is revisionist history.
It's been way nicer. Anything that might have come off as aggressive has been in defense to attacks that have not been warranted, okay? I'm still trying to figure out where this beef even started. It's nothing, man.
When this podcast started.
Buffalo's just up there just minding their business one game at a time, man. That's it. With everybody, TG said the same thing, right? They were 6-6 at the point. She ain't gonna make the playoffs, man. This is what we are. Like, yo, it's all in positivity. So I appreciate you, Tristan. I appreciate you.
Well, his comment's not over.
Oh,
he
man.
says it's unfortunate it has to be the Bills. Wish it was another team for your sanity. That being said, I still hope we blow the Bills out.
Hey, it's all love because once again, if that happens, what they gonna say about Coach T then? Because remember, he ain't supposed to be here, right? He done lost it. It's the passed it by, and everybody always brings up, when's the last time they won a playoff game? When I was here in 2016. So you mean to tell me he gonna go on the road against the 2-seeded, a hot Bills team that has won 5 of the last 6 in a row? Man, you think I'm gonna be upset about that one? Come on now. Boy, be all right. Y'all know I don't need no additional ammo to fight the Coach T fight. The way you fight your 7, the way you fight your Ben Roethlisberger fights, that's how I feel about my Coach T. Come on, baby. Bring that one. So, yeah, man. Either way, either way.
Clearly a good thing we didn't fire him.
Because, yeah,
3
it was a
weeks
lot
ago.
of that was said. It was a lot of that. And that was another part Wifey got hyped about, too, on Saturday. Because I was over there going stupid. 10 wins. Y'all said he sucked. Y'all said it was this. You couldn't get done. I don't care if they got backups. Because you know what? Where's Mason? Is Mason our starter? Was Mason our number 2 quarterback? No, Mason was our number 3 quarterback. So I don't even care
number
about that.
3, but it's our best quarterback as well.
Well, we were playing against a Pro Bowler, too, in the rain. So it doesn't matter. All right? So that was my energy for that. I'm like, bro, so if Coach T go up here and do what he's supposed to do.
Bro, we should have beat them by double digits.
That's what I'm
if
saying.
Jalen Warren just holds on to the
Seriously,
ball in
bro.
the red zone. All right, I think Mason fumbled one, too, in the red zone. That's at least 6 points.
Seriously,
we beat them by double digits.
Just by that, I'm like, bro, I ain't tripping, man. So, yeah, for Coach
we
T,
played
baby.
Good.
Come
that was
on,
a
man.
Good game. Ball security was the only issue for us.
Look, Coach T, get us another one. Go ahead, get us another one. Because the Tomlin haters are going to lose their mind if the Steelers win at Buffalo. Just know that. What are they Deke, what are they going to say next? Deke, what are they going to say next, Deke? Deke, they said that after the Patriots and Cardinals situation, it was over. He lost the locker room. The team sucks. Fire everybody. Fire everybody, right?
That was a lot
That was
of
the
Steelers
convo.
fans. That was most Steelers
That
fans.
was the convo. And me and you sitting in here being like, nah, bro, we're going to ride with him.
Let the season
And
play
now
out.
here we are with 10 wins. Oh, baby. Don't let him win that postseason game. Don't let him win a game of Buffalo. Y'all are, oh, baby. Yeah. That's just my energy. So, once again, I feel great. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I can't lose. I feel great. My man's going to hold me down. All right? Because he done found a way with Mason Rudolph. All right? 3 in a row. Looking sexy, too. We ain't winning ugly. We winning sexy. He's looking pretty out there. Even in the monsoon. Feels good, man. Feels good.
What do you think about the reports that came out from Schefter and Glazer on Tomlin? Did you see this?
I did not. What did he say now?
Schefter was on ESPN. I don't know what it was. NFL Countdown, Sports Center, saying that Tomlin may consider taking some time off.
I could dig it.
And he also brought up potentially wanting a new challenge of going to another team.
Yeah.
And that it's not going to be the Steelers that fire Tomlin. It's going to be Tomlin's
him
decision
deciding to leave,
whether or not he wants to continue with the Steelers, essentially.
Listen.
If he wants to take off or if he wants to go to a new team.
D, if that is accurate, I am 1,000% supporting it, and I love it because how many times have we talked about the lack of appreciation from Steelers Nation towards Coach Tomlin? And how many times have we talked about, if he were to leave, he would have other opportunities lined up. It's not going to be hard for him to find another job. And I still feel like he's a great coach who very much still has his hand on the pulse of this team, as we've seen through every single ounce of adversity that you can throw at him each and every season. Even when it's coaching staff, player injuries, and everything in between, the one constant is what? The standard is the standard. He wins. So they call him mediocre Mike. They call him, man, he's a player's coach. He's a yes man. Well, shoot, let me know when mediocrity is 10 wins with your third quarterback after you fired your offensive coordinator in season for the first time where a coach was fired in Pittsburgh since 1941. Let me know, yeah. So for me, if he decided to leave, man, and pick on a new challenge, man, I'll be the first one supporting him wherever he's at, man, because that's my energy towards him. That's my guy, And it's like, man, I've bled with this dude, man. I done earned that right to love one of them like that, and vice versa. But it's like I appreciate it because I've seen what that's like, and I don't take it for granted because I've been other places with multiple other coaches, and I've heard multiple fan bases say the same thing. Oh, just get this guy here, bring this guy here, and guess what, Deke? 9 times out of 10, it's never better. You know what happens? Usually in another 3 years, you replace him again. So, yeah, if Coach T decided to do that, man, I'm cool with it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the ride, man. I was ultra appreciative of it. But if he does stay, man, shoot, let's keep this thing going because I think he got a squad right now. And if Mason keeps playing like he's playing, that's QB1. That's your franchise guy right there. He's showing you what you need. So now I'm like, well, shoot, I know you can cook when you ain't got the pieces you need. If you got this quarterback playing like how he's playing and you going to get your healthy pieces back, you get you another draft class in here, shoot, what's holding you back? That's the real question, Deke. What's holding him back? I'm over here like, do you even go out to find another coordinator when I'm liking what I'm seeing with Sully and Faulkner right now? This 3 weeks in a row. Shoot, that tandem and Mason Rudolph, is it broke? What have I seen to make me not like it? We're going to holler about some fumbles in a monsoon, Bro, I'm not tripping on ball security fumbles like that in the monsoon.
It just
Jalen
sucks
Warren's,
that it was Jalen Warren.
So I would give a context on it. Jalen Warren's, yes, because you're a runner of the football, and that is
and
different.
we've seen it too many times from him before.
Well, no, that's a ball security. You got hit. I'm speaking on like the strip sack.
Oh, right.
That's what I'm like, bro.
Didn't Mason muff one up too?
Yes. So I'm saying that's a difference of when you're running and you Calvin Austin when he muffed the punt, you know?
Yeah.
Like those are different to me than this is rain related, if that can make sense. So yes, there were multiple times where the ball was on the ground, but to me, I only felt like two of them were specifically right, yeah. Other than that, I'm like, bro, I like this coordinators. I like this tandem. Now, I don't know how do you move with that going forward in terms of the titles and pay and stuff like that, but I like this tandem because ever since they've come in here, we've seen them with 3 different quarterbacks, and we could all attest that the offense has looked better than it did prior to that. But more importantly, with Mason, we done seen 3 weeks now where this is legit varsity. This is legit attacking, aggressive. And they can beat you in a multitude of ways. They can run the ball and slow beat you that way, or they can hit you deep as well, man. We saw that with Deontay Johnson, man. Great anticipatory throw.
Deontay Johnson's. What happened on the first one?
Yeah.
I think it literally hit him in the face mask.
Yeah.
I think it grazed his face mask.
It happens, bro.
Did he lose the ball in the legs?
Let Deontay live. Let Deontay live, bro.
Because that Mason Rudolph throw, that was like a Russell Wilson deep
beautiful.
ball. That was like a moonshot. That was like a rainbow ball.
Mm-hmm.
It landed right in front of Deontay.
Yeah. Because it was like, yo, are you quitting on it or like you not see it?
That was only one of his 2 incompletions.
Yeah. Think about it. In the rain. In the rain, bro.
The other one, unfortunately, was almost a pick at the beginning of the game, but I thought he played good.
True. He ain't tripping on almost as heck. Nah. Yeah. That was my only thing, man. So I'm like, when I see all of this stuff, I'm like, if you're Coach T and you want to come back, I get it because this is a lot more sexy now. Because now you look like you actually have a quarterback. You're not having to win by being Chef Boyardee, even though everybody is talking about how bad you are, when it's like, well, how are they winning games when not scoring more than 16 points in the National Football League in 2023, and you're saying that this is a bad coach? Just think about that concept, right? Think about that. So now that we actually have the quarterback playing what he's supposed to, think about how these last 3 games have felt. That's the part where you're like, I could get it if he decided to stay. But at the same time, I could definitely understand if he wanted to, take some time as well, man.
I think it's just outside noise right now. You see how we got a good thing going?
Mm-hmm.
These reports are coming out, not coincidentally, in my opinion, to try to shake things up, get us off track, get us off kilter. Outside noise. I agree with what Schefter said, that it is ultimately Tomlin's decision. We're not going to move on from Tomlin. There was the report out just 2 weeks ago the Steelers are considering an extension for him.
Yeah, but that's the minority. Think about it. A lot of people don't look at it like that. A lot of people was like, bro,
either way, he's still under contract for 2024.
Yeah.
So I think the Steelers were always going to have him back. But, yeah, it's just up to Tomlin. Does he want to coach in 2024? Does he want to coach beyond that? Does he want to be here with the Steelers? I think it is all his decision. And I'm with you. I think it wouldn't be the wisest move for Tomlin to move on. One, I actually do think he likes being here in Pittsburgh, coaching for the Steelers organization.
Mm-hmm. He likes working for the Roonies, bro.
He likes the familiarity.
Man.
He knows exactly what his role is here as the coach and how much responsibility he's like, how much say he has now at this point, being 17 seasons. Like, he's got all that. He's got a certain amount of power. You leave, you don't know how much you're giving up. You don't know how all these other organizations are structured from the top down. So, yeah, I think there's uncertainty for him going somewhere else. Like, he's got a certain security here. And it's just a flat-out right good organization. Yeah. Now, I don't think he necessarily appreciates the media. And the fans, I don't know. He said he likes us fat and sassy. So, maybe he likes – I just don't know if he likes the media.
When he says he like you fat and sassy, it's just think of it. It's like, yo, I'm allowing y'all to be fat and sassy because it's off the work what we do. But you respect it, though, because that's the environment that you want to create. So it's like you can't fault fans for that, but at the same time, we can't act as if he would be in the wrong if he were to be like, you know what, I don't have to deal with this right now.
Right, well, he's the one, too, that says the standard is the standard.
Yep, absolutely.
He knows what it is here. It's like a different level that we're always trying to reach compared to everyone else. Like, it's just higher. The bar's higher.
Absolutely.
But also, in terms of new challenge, what other new challenge do you need to run to where you got a new challenge right here where you're trying to rebuild the Steelers after Big Ben retired?
Yeah, but think about this, right? If he's in
And
any,
you got all this young talent.
but think about this, Deke. If he's at any other organization and you're 2 years removed from a franchise quarterback and you take the third string quarterback and win 10 games and get a postseason spot, you're saying you've already done that. They're saying that you've already hit your fire. We love you. Only in Pittsburgh do we look at that and be like, man, he ain't even like that. What are you doing in the postseason? Man, I don't even care about this. That's the difference, man. We don't appreciate it. Bro, this is literally, Ben just retired, did he not? How many years has he been gone, man? Let's go down the list of the teams that have had franchise caliber quarterbacks retire, and then within 2 seasons, where they at with it, man?
Well, Packers are doing it this year.
Right.
I know Rodgers didn't retire, but they just moved on from him.
And shout out to the fact that they have what at quarterback also? First rounder, correct? Like I said, we got Mason Rudolph, right? Regardless of our feelings on him, he was our third string quarterback at the start of this season, man. That's my thing. I'm just like, bro, my man knows how to get it done, man.
You're not going to hear a debate from me.
Yeah. We know we be on the same page, yeah. But it just be like, that's my whole thing. I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. Even when it was happening. But now it's even more so, it's like, it is funny, too, the difference of 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks ago, this convo, I don't think anyone's tripping. In fact, multiple people had come in here talking about, don't just fire him. You got to trade him, right? They were the smart ones. You got to trade him. Trade him to Washington for a enemy or trade him to this team for that, and we can get the picks and this and that. And it's like, all right, cool. But like I said, man, I'm rolling my dog Coach T, man, till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, I hope he wants to stay here for however long he wants to stay here, because the floor with him is we win games and we're in the playoff mix.
Every single year. Not you know, we got a chance. Like, no, every single year, man.
Going back 3 weeks ago, I think we all could agree, and this was one of the things I was saying, is, yeah, I think he needs to reevaluate some things. I think he's going to need to make some tweaks in the offseason, coordinators, personnel, all that. I mean, think of that time period. I mean, this is when Pickens was doing his whining and stuff. We weren't sure. The jury wasn't out on Faulkner and Sullivan just because they only had like 4 or 5 games. And we had that disaster run with Mitch. So it's like, yeah, we're going to need to make some tweaks. Yeah. Definitely. But give Tomlin a chance to do that. But now we're sitting here 3 weeks later.
We saw him make changes, did he not?
Well, no, I don't even think he really did much in terms of changes. We just put Mason Rudolph in there.
No, we did make changes in the sense of we switched from Mitch to Mason, and then when we had the opportunity to switch back to Kenny, we decided to stick with Mason. Those are changes.
Sure. But I guess what I'm saying is, like, maybe we weren't as far off 3 weeks ago whenever, like, we thought we were down at the pit. Maybe we weren't as far off as what we thought. Maybe all it took was getting Mason Rudolph in there, getting some better quarterback play, and we're a team to be reckoned with in these playoffs.
A lot of times, I mean, we've said it. You're the one of the main corporates behind it, and I think, you know, a lot of people kind of looked at you kind of crazy throughout the process when it's like, yeah, we know what a franchise caliber quarterback does to your team. The guys that have them, we see how much margin for error they have and how they can get away with turnovers, bad starts, and everything in between. And if you got that guy at quarterback, it doesn't matter. And then we've seen the opposite of that, where you have to do every single thing perfect just for an opportunity at a comeback drive, a game-winning drive. It's just night and day with that approach, man. And, yeah, when you're looking at the way Mason's doing this thing right now, it's like, man, you got to be feeling good about it.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, you got to be feeling good about it.
Keep playing how you're playing. That's the formula for the Steelers.
Seriously, man. We are not turning the ball over. We can run it, and we got an explosive pass element, and Mason is making the routine throws.
Yeah, the way we're playing, that can travel in the playoff atmosphere.
Yeah. But think, this is night and day, man. If your quarterback is playing well, think about how much better our offense looks, how much better our offensive line blocks. Dang the run game. Think about our offensive line and pass protection. Now, they had a little rocky part, 2-minute drill. It was both Dan and Broderick. Don't play. Both of them had their moments in that 2-minute drill. We just decided to pick on Dan more and more because it was Dan. It was like, no, Jadeveon Clowney was over there getting after him. It comes with it. But what happened? Number one, they blocked a little bit better. But number two, when it was time to make some of them throws, we saw Mason deliver a little bit quicker. We saw him, you know, when he had to step up, make an adjustment, make that adjustment.
Yeah, he started to realize midway through the game.
And that's the difference,
if we call
man.
some of these pass plays, I'm not going to have as much time as I want right now.
Right. But think about just that subtle difference. Now, we weren't even tripping on our offensive line later on in that game, right? Midway through the third, going through the fourth, we weren't tripping on that at all. But that stems back to quarterback play. If you know how to maneuver the pocket, if you know how to evade some of those rushes, get the ball out quicker, if you're anticipating where to go with it, and that's what he's been doing, that's the stuff that, like you said, man, it helps everybody out, man. Receivers running routes, they ain't even got to be all the way dope routes. It's like, yo, he's anticipating where you're going to be, and he's letting this thing rip. And that was something that we had criticized with Kenny about. It's like, man, instead of waiting to see it, you got to anticipate it and throw that thing, because you're not going to get that tight window throw if you're waiting to see him get open. That tight window throw happens because you're anticipating, and before that DB or defender can get a chance to turn or to get his head around, that ball's already past him. That's the difference when you're watching Mason right now, man.
Playing really good.
He is, man. He is.
Josh is probably high. Says, what kind of contract
I
does
thought you would
Mason...
say he's probably high. I didn't know that was his actual name, bro.
That's his username.
Shout out to it. I was like, yo, Deke, how you know he's probably high, bro? That's kind of crazy. But shout out to you for probably being kind of high. All right, ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
What kind of contract does Mason get if he brings home a Lombardi? Blank check. If that number different if they are sloppy wins versus dominating performances. Sure, but I mean, if you win a Super Bowl, you're signing them on. You're the guy.
Yeah, you're getting the $100 million contract.
Sloppy perform. He had to have done something right for us to win a Lombardi.
You will get $100 million contract. That's what are we talking about? It's Mason Rudolph, bro. He would get the Geno deal right then and there. Just like, yo, sign him to it. Yeah,
might be a discount.
Low key. Bro, we talking about a Super Bowl, and he's already gave you 3 regular season games, too. It's not like we talking about the Nick Foles where it's just postseason, right?
Yeah, and it's not like Mason's in a Flacco scenario where he's about to retire next year or he's, 38, 39.
He's 28. He's 28. Yeah.
You could get a solid who knows how long out of him.
Bro, they planned to, 36, 37, 38?
I think no matter what, you can definitely get a solid 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Guaranteed at least. Mm-hmm. Like, he's still in his prime where shouldn't be losing anything in terms of talent or arm strength.
And he plays the most important position. We've all seen the difference. Him in the roster or him in the lineup this season versus the 2 other guys that have had opportunities, and just the difference of how not only the offense has responded, the coaching has responded, and as a whole, just when you're watching it, the feel of it, right? It doesn't even feel as confident when you're watching it with, the other guys that have had opportunities this year. That's another part where you're talking Mason. That stems back to him as the leader of the team, as the quarterback. They go as you go, man. If you got that confidence, they're going to be confident. But if you're reckless, like at times we've seen with Mitch, we see the impact that can have also, man. It really just looks like a dude that matured and got better in his time of waiting. He ain't wasting no opportunity. While he had to sit on that bench and while he was passed over and at times disrespected, it's like, yo, all right, man, stick with it. Stay positive. Stay where your mind got to be at. And whenever the opportunity comes back around, man, make it happen.
Bro, I watched the Tuck Rule 30 for 30 on Sunday morning. And it just got me thinking that sometimes all it takes is just these weird moments or weird opportunities.
Opportunity, man.
That things go one way, your career could end up one way.
Yeah.
They go the other, and it ends up how it is. Almost like the Tuck Rule. Like, they explained it with Brady.
That's the difference, bro.
They consider that a fumble. He's like, yeah, I'm probably not the starting quarterback going into next year.
Different.
They're going to go back to Bledsoe. So then what happens with him?
Right.
So in this case with Mason, what if he doesn't get that start against Cincy and they roll with Mitch or Kenny's healthy enough, they go with them? It's all in front of you, man. Like you got to make the most of your opportunity. You say it all the time, too, because you never know when it's going to come back to you.
Right. Well, and I always say, man, I'm living proof of it. I'm sitting here my first 2 games in 2014. Literally 3 snaps versus the Cleveland Browns in the opener. It was all Jarvis Jones and Jason Worrells. Second game versus the Baltimore Ravens. Same concept. All of those dudes. I was just literally getting a rep or 2 on special teams. And then you go Carolina Panthers, Jarvis gets hurt. I get an opportunity, and the rest is history. It's like, all right, you get your chance to play. Yeah, you get the next deal. But if that never happens, I'm like, bro, am I even here? Do I even get that next deal? Or am I just a dude that, finds a way to get 5 years in and not start bouncing around? But, yeah, that's why I'm always like, man, you just got to be prepared. And even when it's not fun, even when it doesn't seem to make sense to be preparing, you still got to be preparing. And you've heard us talk, even with Mason beforehand, we were talking about him in training camp. It's like, bro, it doesn't matter where you're at on this roster. If you're here, you still got to prepare. Because, man, worst case, even if they do start them other dudes ahead of you, if one guy goes down, 2 guys goes down, it's on you. So you can't pout. You can't take it personal to the extent where you allow it to compromise your preparation. You still got to show up and be a professional. And that's what we always say is the difference between professionals and pros. The pros do all the fun stuff, the sexy stuff, but they don't want to do all the stuff that really comes with being a professional. Mason clearly has shown that he's a professional. When nobody was watching him, when nobody had the camera on him, when it wasn't cool, when it wasn't sexy, he was clearly putting in work. And now you get a chance to see it. And I love the football justice, man. Love it.
Yeah, he's got a chance to continue to write scripts here.
Bro, he's only making more money every week that he balls like he's playing right now. That number is just, you're helping yourself out, Mason. You're helping yourself out. This is beautiful to see, man.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats, congratulations to the Bills. Before the hate comes in.
Hey, you're a real one. Number 2 seed, AFC East champs, had to run the tables 5 in a row. 5 out of the last 6. I mean, we were talking referees, man. Outside of the referee missing a horse collar call on Josh Allen, where the game would have been completely over. It would have been 6 in a row, But either way, man, that 2 seed is fired. The hat and T-shirt is fired. They even got hoodies this year, Deke. I never even known they could do division hoodies. It was a pretty cool concept, man. So, yeah, salute them dudes over there. I appreciate you before the hate comes in. I had to get in before the hate. You know that, before the hate.
Is the order in? He's talking about the hate coming in. I just didn't know if the order was in.
We're talking about the hate. Stick with the hate, bro. Just stick with the hate, bro. We good. What size shirt you wear, bro? You sure?
Don't even waste your money.
I think the blue looks bring your eyes out, bro.
Don't even waste your money.
It kind of goes with the hat. It just
This hat.
Yeah, the blue gets put to it's a little bit.
No. Fish momentum. Moats, quit teasing us. You put it in the script. Wait, speaking of the script, not only the Steelers Bills,
elite, bro.
Steelers Bills, obviously with the whole
elite,
podcast stuff,
bro.
It's a rivalry game.
It is elite.
But
also, my gosh.
Cowboys, Packers. McCarthy goes back to Green Bay.
Bro, what?
Not goes back to Green Bay.
Yeah, but he has
goes
the Packers.
Team.
And even, man, when you think about the whole Des Bryant catch, no catch, Green Bay, it's always smoke with that.
Okay.
Stafford
with the Lions. Yep.
That's crazy for both of them dudes.
You ready for this one?
What you got?
Browns, Texans.
Oh, yeah, that's big, too. 1,000%. Hey. Talk about it, bro.
Oh, my God.
It's action, though, man. You got the old head versus the rookie. Yeah, man.
No, but you're talking. I'm talking about the Deshaun Watson stuff, too?
Yeah, that, too. I wanted to leave that alone. And look,
Texans trade Deshaun Watson to the Browns.
Hey, look, you want to say Deshaun Watson? Shoot, you could also say when they did Brock Osweiler as well. Remember, this ain't their first time fleecing them, bro. Yeah. It was just that one was a little bit weirder. But at least with this one, they got Flacco. So
Chiefs, Dolphins, I guess you could say. Tyreek Hill, going back to Kansas City.
Because remember, it was in Germany last time.
Yeah.
So this is his first time going back.
Yeah.
Steelers
Bills rivalry.
It's not a rivalry. It's the coaches know each other.
Podcast bowl.
The coaches know each other.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the coaches know each other. It's the Levi Wallace Bowl. It's Levi's turn.
And then what's the other one? Buccaneers, Eagles. Not much to that one.
Baker gonna win.
Eagles are playing pretty bad.
They believe in Baker. Watch. Believe in Baker, bro.
You think it's more about the Bucs as opposed to just the Eagles playing like shit?
No, I think
either or.
No, the Eagles are playing bad. Yeah, the Eagles are playing bad. I think the Bucs are overachieving though. Not like overachieving, but I think with Baker, they are like, Baker's the rah-rah. And I think that he hot right now. They believe in him right now. I like it.
Yeah, I think every
Philly's a better team. Yeah, but Philly is not playing good. Philly's been struggling, man.
And they're banged up. AJ Brown might not even play.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, dislocated finger.
Bro, that was nasty too.
He hasn't even been playing that good either. None of them have been playing good, like on that team. O-line's been shaky.
It's probably the coach, bro. You should fire the coach, man. He probably lost the locker room.
Sure. We could pick him up as an OC.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, just in general, though, I love this playoffs. I love the bracket. I like how all the teams are in and with the matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone could beat anyone. Like, that's the one thing I was thinking this morning.
Yep.
I feel like this is probably one of the more exciting playoffs I've seen in a while.
It's
just
open,
because
bro.
of the uncertainty and
It's
the parity of it. Whereas over the last 10, 15 years,
Yep.
you had your blue bloods at quarterback with their respective teams, and you knew what to
And they were
expect.
loaded. You're like, bro, we're watching Mahomes with Kelsey and Tyreek. We're watching Brady with Mike Evans and this dude. We're watching, or Brady up in New England with this dude. It's like, yo, I get you,
Or
man.
even going back, Breeze with the Saints,
Yeah.
Rodgers, Packers, Ben Steelers,
Once
Russ with Seahawks.
if that guy was in, you like, yo,
you just knew
it's one of them.
these teams are battle tested. That
Yeah.
you know what you're gonna get from them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But now it's like, bro, outside of Mahomes and Stafford, and someone corrected me today earlier on the stream. I said those were the only two quarterbacks with the Super Bowl. But I guess Flacco now too.
Yeah, he's a Flacco. Yeah.
But you don't know what the hell you're gonna get from him. I don't care.
Elite.
He's a wild card, bro.
He's elite.
No, he's a wild card.
He's
I get
elite.
he's playing good, but like
Let Joe be elite, man. And he
You
gonna
don't
go
know
to
what the hell
and he
you
gonna
get
go to
from
sleep
him.
on your bench too. Watch him. He gonna whoop you and go to sleep. He throwing touchdowns and getting naps. That's what he doing.
I think it's really exciting. I'm pumped for the playoffs, just across the board.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I still can't believe that guy is that big of a dog though, bro. That's
told
crazy.
you, bro.
That is crazy. I like it though. This is fun, man.
I'll take it. Keep disrespecting.
Yeah, this is fun,
That's
man.
fine. That's fine.
I get it though. I could definitely see it. I get it.
We ain't the only hot team, or Bills
Yeah.
ain't the only hot team coming in. The
You said it
playoffs.
right though. He was like, "Yeah, we ain't the only hot team." You right? That's probably what they saying. That's probably what Vegas saying. All right, they hot.
We
they
a hot
hot
team
too.
I
Yeah,
guess
that's
they're.
it.
I guess they're not watching how we're playing football right now because that's some good playoff football.
Oh yeah, man. I would say both. Yeah, I would definitely say, man. Like it's gonna be a dope matchup. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good game, man. Or
Corey Hewins.
huh?
I was just gonna say the next
Oh,
one.
all right.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I ain't say that, man.
I cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was good, man. I didn't know where you was going next, bro.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
Corey Hewins.
You know, this is one of the weeks, man. I gotta be careful with you, man. Yeah,
With me.
yeah, because not everybody on the show right now has like good intentions. You know,
Me.
some of us are just out here like, yo, it's all good, it's all love. I feel like
No, that's not the case. I'm just being
others,
straight up.
you know what
That's
I'm
not the
saying?
case for me.
That's what I feel. You know what I mean? I just felt like, yo,
There's tension. There's tension this week. Yeah.
And look, y'all know how it is in the chat, right? You ever just feel the energy be off? You like, yo, he with me, but it's just, I don't know. It's a fella off. It's a fella off, man. That's good to know. All right. So there you have it, guys. All right. It's love, but it's a little bit off. All right. It's a rough week right now. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so it is rivalry week.
It's not a rivalry, man. It is not a rivalry.
Official.
All right. It is not a rivalry. It's nothing rivalry about it, bro. We're Team AFC. Okay. That's all we are. Team AFC, Team Turnpike. Everything's good.
Corey Hewins, the media, my coworkers, friends, etc., have all been so disrespectful with the Steelers today. They are slept on. I look forward to that dub. Smoke emoji.
Hey, he said something getting smoked. That's what he said, bro. All right, I like it, baby. I like it. Jerry Ramos, no, this is not personal. Stop it. There is nothing personal about this game. This is just a fun game for the playoffs, and we're going to be good, man. It's going to be a great opportunity
it's
for everybody.
business,
It's
but
going to be
it's
good,
also
man.
personal.
Yeah, this is all good. It's all up,
There's
man.
something personal
Yeah.
to it. It's business because
Yeah.
you got to play the team that's in front of you. You just
That's
got
what I'm
to keep
saying, man.
winning.
When we get a time, man. When we get a time, man.
But it's also
Yeah.
a little extra.
No, it is not. And Baby P, it is not a rivalry. It is not that. Don't you call it that, man. All right. And Gerard Kraft, this is not a lie. The logo is what you see is on my heart side too. Okay, I did it like that for a purpose. All right. Yeah.
Knight Rider 16. I don't want to hear none of that. I can't lose in this game. Pick a side today, Moats. We're drawing the line.
Hey man, I'm alumni. You know what I mean? As an alumni, you don't pick. You say your rules are this. Where were you at longer? And that's how you roll.
Well, you could do a tiebreaker. Where were you at last?
I mean, are we getting technical?
They're out of the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm just that's what they, So this is where I'm at with it. All right. I'm out of it. All right. I'm just having fun. Let me just enjoy the day. I'll worry about picks and all that later. I'm enjoying the day though. I was enjoying yesterday. I'm enjoying today. I'm gonna enjoy tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy oh man, this is a beauty. Like I said, this is a great week. It's a great week, Deke.
Push momentum. What's up, Deke Moats? Chat fam. Hashtag Pit vs. Buff.
What's the word? We got playoff the number 2 seed versus the number 7 seed, bro. It's gonna be a great one. I'm excited.
Luke P, Kincaid, and Knox could hurt us. Got to focus on that.
Are you talking about the Pro Bowl tight ends? That's what you're talking about, the Pro Bowl tight ends, bro. Yeah.
They didn't make it.
No, they're alternates. So I apologize.
I
But yeah.
just can't believe both got.
Yeah, you know how that goes,
alternate
man.
spots.
Kincaid, early. I think he's with the second alternate, and then with Knox, I think he's the fourth alternate or something like that.
Oh,
So,
I thought they were 1, 2.
No. So it's a little bit further.
Okay.
You know how it goes, though, bro. Don't be surprised. It's gonna happen just like that.
I just know we don't have a guy in the running this year.
At all, yeah, because Moof had he was hurt.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
Ethan Leach, Steeler
Yeah.
fans on.
Oh, hold on. But Luke P was talking about the Pro Bowl tight ends. I just make sure we remember the Pro Bowl tight ends, bro. Kincaid and Knox. I would agree. Those are two people that we probably do need to be a little alert for. More Kincaid than Knox, but yeah, Knox did have a touchdown last night in the game where they won the AFC East division and got that 2 seed. So yeah, I'm with you. Just watching the tape, I'm with you. We're on the same page.
See, this is why I disagree with you. That
What? Why are you disagreeing?
that you say your Bill support is pure and honest and not toxic.
I just was communicating about the
No
players.
one wants to hear that right
I
now.
was just giving a little bit of a little quick peek. Usually y'all gotta wait till Wednesday or Thursday. Just give you a little peek on Monday. It's playoffs, man. I'm fired up, bro. We gotta get into this thing, man.
But yeah, there'll be a couple players we'll have to watch out for.
Yeah,
We don't want them to beat us.
yeah, just, 1 or 2. They ain't that crazy, man. It's just
Like you said, I'm more worried about Kincaid than Knox.
yeah. I mean, cause Kincaid, he was one of the ones too. Like, sheesh, all the receiving yards, the catches. Oh my gosh, it was like, in fact, he set a record for most rookie receiving yards in Buffalo since actually the person who broke the record was Sammy Watkins. You remember Sammy, right? First round for Coach, about 7, 8 years ago, man. Yeah, man. So
They say the Bills made him, huh?
yeah, that's what
Fell
they
off
say.
after,
That's
right?
what they said, man. So Kincaid came in and broke that record as a tight end. It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool to see.
Ethan Leach, Steeler fans on Mike T. Well, he hasn't won a playoff game, but when he does, they'll say it's not a Super Bowl to discredit him for the narrative.
Ethan, that's what they gonna say, but guess what? It don't matter. Tell them keep coming up with something new each time, right? I was happy when it was, he's lost the locker room, and we figured out, I guess he has not lost the locker room. I was happy when it was, he's mediocre. And we were like, man, all right, I thought, maybe 9 wins is mediocre. Heck, maybe 10 wins is mediocre. Maybe a playoff berth is mediocre. I don't know, heck, you know what I mean? So I'm with you, Ethan. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
AJ Martinez get the Mets membership to Pittsburgh Toddy 86.
Shout out to AJ Martinez, continuing to be a rock star at life in Pittsburgh. Toddy 86. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Fish momentum. Moats wants our sour grapes now or after we. I think he's saying Moats. Do you want our sour grapes now or after we win?
Ooh.
Hashtag Mr. Jack Myers Jr. Let's bet if Steelers win, I get free merch. If you win, I'll give you $50.
What?
That sounds like a good deal.
How does that sound like a good deal? They would pick against the Steelers. Why would I do that? That's crazy. It's crazy. Why are we doing this, man? Like, what are we doing here, bro? This is nuts. How we get there? That's all I'm saying. You gonna pick against the Steelers too? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Crazy. Jeez.
Do you want the deal?
No, I'm not betting against no man. That's the squad. Man, you can't bet his fan. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Just got vibe, bro.
Manzito, we made it. LFG.
Oh, hold on. I almost forgot too. I got to document this type of stuff too, man. I be forgetting this stuff. All right.
Official. What are you documenting?
No, cause
why do you got to document?
I just because
it's a pro Steeler comment.
It was
What do
all
you gotta
good. I just
document
remember
for?
because it made me think of them fans comments I had the other day. Yeah. I thought of all them people that was rooting for them fans too, and it just made me. That was like, all right, just in case you never know. All right, just in case you never know. I might write another book in them like that.
Did you want some time to call them out?
I mean,
at some point?
who knows? We might get to that. All right.
The platform's yours.
We might get to that. We might get to that. You know what I'm saying?
This is the Arthur Mutch channel. You can do what you
we might
want.
get to that. I'm a positive person. But just know it was a long list. I seen all them dolphin emojis in there. Just stuff with dolphin. Yeah. And I'm sure it was people last night secretly rooting against it. I'm sure it was.
What?
I'm sure it was some Dolphin fans in this chat last night, huh? Was you rooting for the Dolphins last night? That smirk. See, you see that smirk on your face? That smirk on Deke's face just told me everything I needed to know. All right.
Who do you
I'm
think I was
sure
rooting for?
it was a lot of people out there that were rooting for the Dolphins last night. So,
Is that what you think I was doing?
Oh,
I didn't have a lean, so here's my thing.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you the politically correct answer.
I feel like before the Titans game, you were definitely leading because I saw your video.
Oh,
I saw your video where you said the Titans or the Bills, and you started to smirk. You smirked when you said Bills, and as soon as you smirked, I knew deep down in your heart.
What video are you talking about?
Bro, it was on IG. It had to be on IG because I was watching you.
I don't think I mentioned the Bills in that video.
Bro, for a fact.
No. Because we were already in. And I knew the Bills were locked into the playoffs, too.
It was before the Titans game, so then maybe it had to be on YouTube, bro. Okay. It was definitely Saturday.
Okay.
I feel like it was Saturday when I saw it. It was either Saturday night or early Sunday, but it was before the Titans game ever happened. I've been watching. I'm like, all right, Deke. Okay. I see what you are.
For sure. I mean, that's on the radar because we're not in just yet.
No. But you
that's
was
one of the options.
But you were super chill. You see that smirk? That's the smirk. That right there was the look. You ain't do that when you talked about the tie scenario. You ain't do that when you said Titans and Jags. But when it was the Bills one, you paused for a second. I watched the tape. You know I studied the tape, Deke. I'm gonna study the tape. I studied the tape. You paused for a second, and that pause, that was in your mind where you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait for them to lose. But then you try to be politically correct. You was like, or Buffalo. And that little smile, I'm like, okay, I see what this is. Nah. But just know that I know. I seen it.
So going into Sunday night, knowing that the Bills were locked in, like the whole AFC was locked in. It just came down to seeding and who plays who. I was just happy to make it in because I feel like we could play against both Kansas City and Buffalo, and then the tie would have been Miami. Yeah. But, that's the most unlikely. So I was good with either. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Let's let Buffalo get that AFC East.
That's what I wanted. I was like, yo, can I get it where I can get Steelers and Bills first round, please? Like,
so you actually wanted that? Because I did. I leaned more that versus us going to Kansas City.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I want Steelers Bills. Honestly, because I love the matchup for both teams. I see a scenario where both teams can have success and both teams could win legitimately.
Like from a bird's eye view standpoint, I look at Josh Allen versus Mahomes, both elite. Mm-hmm. Like that's what both teams have. That are an X factor for whoever their opponent is. Mm-hmm. But Mahomes more battle tested in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. 2 Super Bowls. Yep. Allen not as proven. Mm-hmm. And you look at the teams. I think the big advantage we could have had against the Chiefs is their receivers. I think our secondary could have been really solid there. But I think the Chiefs have the better overall defense versus what the Bills have.
I would agree as
now.
well. Mm-hmm. And the Bills they got banged up a little bit also in the game.
Shorter travel up to Buffalo. I think better time slot, 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I think Allen versus Mahomes was one of the things too. It's like going on the road, Kansas City playoffs, Mahomes, a team that's been to Super Bowls, knows what the playoffs are like. You know what I mean? There's just something to that.
I get you. So like I looked at it like this, man. I was like, if I'm a Steelers fan, the 2 things that make me super excited. Number 1, we do a great job defensively, regardless of how healthy or not healthy we are. We create turnovers. The Buffalo Bills turn the ball over. That's the big thing with Josh Allen, right? He's going to score a ton of touchdowns, but he's also going to turn the ball over. You saw it in the game on Sunday night. 426 yards of total offense by himself. 2 passing touchdowns, but he also had 3 turnovers. Now, the one you can, do the debate, was that Christian Wilkins making a crazy strip sack, or could Josh have had better security in the pocket? But either way, that's what you live with. So if you're the Steelers defense, you're saying, bro, we're going to get opportunities, whether that be us strip sack, us fighting for the ball. James Cook is a guy that's put the ball on the ground before multiple times. That's a dude that you're going to be trying to hunt, right? And you also know that on occasion, man, Josh is arrogant with his arm. If he feels like he can put that ball 60 yards downfield between 2 defenders, guess what he's going to try to do, Deke? He's going for the 60-yarder between 2 defenders downfield. So for us, that's the beautiful part where we like, yo, you capitalize on the mistakes. Now you got extra possessions. The flip side for us offensively that we're excited about is this. What have we been doing a great job of since Mason has taken over? Running the ball. What does Buffalo struggle with? Run defense. Now, part of that is schematic because they will stay in nickel and they play their nickel corner.
Which is great for us, though.
It is.
You want to keep doing that?
Right.
Okay.
But that's going to be the question. Can their nickel corner, Taron Johnson, who to me plays like a linebacker, which is why they stay in nickel so often, because he's physical and willing to tackle. If he wins that matchup, that's how we lose. If the Steelers win that matchup where he is not more physical and we're able to run and take advantage of that, then the Steelers are going to win. That's literally the Bills all season. That's when the Bills lost to the playoffs last year. Cincinnati, that was the game. Joe Mixon and them tight ends and that O-line versus the nickel defense. If you could beat Buffalo, if you could run a Buffalo when they're in nickel defense, you could beat them. But that's going to be the big question. Teams that have consistently done that, now, we know that obviously the X factor from that is still you got Josh. So that's why on Buffalo side, they're excited. You know how I felt when you had 7. It don't matter what you talking about, right?
I get it. He's that type of guy. I get it.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, all that sound good, but when you got what to do, it don't matter what you talk about, because that's the unicorn. Those are the methods, right? You either got the team or you got the unicorn. Bills got the unicorn. They did have a better team, but they banged up, man.
Got banged up again last
Yeah,
night.
like seriously.
What's the word on Davis? What's the word on a couple of those defenders?
Gabe Davis, PCL sprain, but they said day to day, so they'll see. He's not ruled out. Rasul Douglas, they're waiting for a little bit more confirmation with him. To me, though, Douglas is more of a significant loss than Davis, just because Davis is so up and down.
What about the linebacker?
Which one? The one catch had a concussion, so it's like. But when
there's a dude that you lost in the game, or did you lose 2 in the game yesterday?
No, so we lost. Let's see. I want to say it was. Let's see. The running back Ty Johnson, he got knocked out. Spectre. Oh, you talking about Baylor Spectre? I got to see what happened with him.
No,
it's not. If I say, bro, it was I was saying because you had Douglas that went down. I'm trying to think who else, man.
Yeah, it was Rasul Douglas, Davis.
Douglas Davis.
I think it's like your starting linebacker.
It's not the starting starter. We're past all that.
Was it Dotson?
Yeah.
Dotson.
So think about it. Like you say, he's the starting linebacker.
Yeah, yeah.
That like when you say he's the starter, the same way like Mark Robinson or like Michael Walker is like, bro, we done went through a Matt Milano or a Terrell Bedford. You know what I mean? Like,
so we're gonna see some Medikevich out there. Man.
It was a possible. No, they went with Spectre last night. That was different. It was like, yo, I kept saying Spectre because
he is your starter at this point.
At this point, he's one of them. Yeah,
man.
But once again, it's like the same way that we look at how our defense has survived when we've had them injuries. The way that they win is pressure. They got a Ed Oliver, they got a Gregory Rousseau, they got a Leonard Floyd. Vaughn doesn't even dress all these times right now. They set him a couple games ago. Just inactive, healthy scratch. That's how they win, though. They going to beat you up front. Ed Oliver is a dog. That's how they win up front, man. And they going to play that cover 4. They going to play some cover 1. And they keep a little and they tackle well, man. But that's, how they get down. So that's like for us, man, if we run that ball like we supposed to, we capitalize on the turnover opportunities because we're going to get opportunities, man. If we actually capitalize on them,
offense keeps
we straight
a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Defense keeps the lid on it. No big plays.
Make Buffalo have to snap that ball 13 times on a drive, man.
Yep. And that's literally how we've been playing the last 3 weeks.
That's the difference, man.
Literally how we've been playing.
So when I say literally both of these teams are looking at these matchups and you got to be excited. If you're Buffalo, you like, bro, we hot as heck. We done went through some wars and we legit were in a playoff game just last night. We battle tested. Road, home, good, one pretty, one ugly, through the adversity and all of it. It's like, bro, they feel like they back against the wall and they got pressure because they know, man, shoot, they probably going to rip this up anyways if it don't work out. So it's like, bro, let's keep it going. McDermott, man, they can't, the same way they was trying to get Coach T up out of here, bro, they started bringing up the old school tape to slander my man McDermott. They brought out the Al Qaeda reference. I'm like, bro, granted, it backfired because they ain't lost since the drop. But it's like, bro, y'all went that approach? Them boys losing a game, and they like, bro, drop the Al Qaeda reference. Like, huh? From how many years ago? So, yeah. So that's what I'm saying for both of these teams, man. They both feel like when you say, bro, we hot, we 3 in a row. That's how they feel over there. Bro, we hot, we 5 in a row. They done came at us. They done came at us. We done fired our coordinator. We done fired our coordinator. They told us we could. They told us we couldn't do it. Yeah, it's Spider-Man me to an extent. And that's why I'm like, bro, I love it.
That's how it's going to be for every matchup, though, because I mean,
it's
even
the playoffs.
Even for the Steelers, the last 3 games going into each one, I'm like, it should be a good game. We're going up against a decent team. At the time, the Bengals were 8-6.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks, we had the same record as them.
Bro.
And then the Ravens, even though they're not starting all their
Mm-hmm.
players, you know what to expect from a John Harbaugh coach Ravens team.
And even when we say they're not starting other players, they still had a Pro Bowler at quarterback. Are we not? Is Kenny Pickett a Pro Bowler? Is Mason Rudolph a Pro Bowler? Let's go down the list.
Yeah, but that
Are they Pro
label
Bowlers?
for Tyler Huntley means nothing.
Are they Pro Bowlers
It
though?
means zero.
Would it have mattered if it was Kenny that got it though?
Here's what you should say.
Would it have
They
mattered?
had their backup. We had our third quarterback.
All I'm saying
That's
is
what you should
this:
go with.
if Kenny would have got that same Pro Bowl, because remember Tyler Huntley beat your boy Kenny out for that Pro Bowl. If Kenny would have got that, we know we would be holding with a little bit more cachet to it. So that's all I'm saying. He did technically do it. He got it. So it's like, yo,
I think I could.
we just tip our cap to
I
it. We
think I
got
could
it.
have enough level-headedness to admit if Kenny would have got that, he would have be the 7th or 8th guy going in.
It doesn't matter because Tyrod Taylor still has his Pro Bowl, and I will not take that away from him. He's a Pro Bowl. Let's stop that. I'm not going with that logic. Deke. Nope.
I think
nope.
Him and Teddy Bridgewater aren't those like the two of the most undeserving Pro Bowls before Tyler Huntley?
I don't know what you're talking about. Nope. I have no clue what you're talking about. If
Like,
you're in the Pro Bowl, you're the Pro Bowl. That's all that matters,
Those were
bro.
bad. But yeah, it's gonna have to be the same way in the playoffs with the Steelers.
Yeah, it is.
All right, we're going up against it, but we're playing the top 6 teams in the AFC. You're gonna have to go through 3 of them to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Bills. Next one would be Ravens, and then after that, who knows? Texans, Browns, Chiefs, Miami. They're all gonna be good games.
Yeah.
They're gonna be good matchups.
With you, bro.
No matter what, just play good football and let the chips fall where they may.
And I did want to ask you this, man, because we actually never got a chance to talk about it just yet. I don't know how much of a convo it needs to be, but is there any thought process about who you're starting at quarterback this weekend? Zero. Okay.
Absolutely zero.
You're going with
Mason Rudolph.
All right, just making sure we're in the same. Okay.
Not even a thought.
Because remember, this was a part
Some
of the
people
convo a
are
couple weeks
having
ago,
thoughts,
right?
though. There is a pocket
Yeah.
of Steeler Nation, Steeler fans out there. I talked to some of them that would want Kenny to go out there. They say he shouldn't lose his job to injury. I completely disagree with that. I think that whole statement has its own nuances to it. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You shouldn't be able to lose your job to injury, but if certain things happen,
new information is new information, bro.
New information is new information. And if you weren't playing to a franchise caliber before you went down, then I mean, the door's open. The door is open. If it's Big Ben, no, the door's not open.
Yeah, because that's one thing. I'm like, I get the whole first rounder. I get the whole don't want to lose it via injury. I get the whole get on postseason experience, learn more about him and all this other stuff. But man, at the end of the day, we are hot right now. And we have found a way to scratch, claw, and get ourselves into the postseason. It's no longer speculation. It's no longer what could, if we did, what if. It's like, yo, we did that, right? When we had to go put together a 3-game winning streak versus 3 very quality opponents, more so to the point of why everybody was so pissed off about the Cardinals and Patriots game, because we're like, man, we know what these last 3 were going to be. We said, man, we got to get these because we know this is going to be crazy.
Well, everyone thought we were going to lose out.
Right.
Yeah, everyone thought, oh, man, if we lost to those
And
teams,
think, yeah.
hell. And if we looked that way against the Colts,
right.
we looked terrible against
And the
Colts.
big difference was what right now? Mason. So it's like, man, I can't see a scenario outside of them simply pulling this is politics. He's the first-round quarterback. You're the third guy. He's my franchise guy. That's the absolute only way, and I don't see that happening,
and that's
man.
stupid. That's
Yeah,
not
I don't
how
see a
you
scenario where
should
that
run your
happens.
team.
Yeah.
It's very stupid. You
Right.
play the best guy for your team.
And I would also say, man, we could make the case about him being injured and this and that, but he still has played in more games than Mason. His sample size is larger. So it's like, man, if we're going to sit here and give him extra opportunities and he hasn't given us the consistency or the high-level performances that Mason has delivered in victories, it's like, man, well, shouldn't we be extending that type of at least some of that to Mason since we actually have seen him earn this right? And that's my whole thing, man. I think for the team, I'm not as concerned. I know people will hit you with the team will quit on you if you make that switch. They wouldn't quit because you're professionals, right? You got a lot on the line, and no different if the first play of the game, Mason got hurt and Kenny went out there. It doesn't change anything. You're still going. But in the sense of just the response, though, man, they responded to this dude. You watch how the team gets excited. You watch George Pickens not get a target in the game. Think about that. not a target. Now, granted, Baltimore, for a fact, were 2 guys on him every single time. They had a safety over top or in the vicinity every single time,
That's
man.
why Deontay had some of those deep shot opportunities.
Yeah. And when you throw the weather in the way that it was, it just didn't make sense to even force anything over there, man.
We were playing conservative ball.
Yeah. But they, for a fact,
not completely successfully, but I think both teams were just trying to play conservative.
Yeah, because they knew with the weather being like that, turnovers are going to be, significant. And you're trying to figure out when to be aggressive, but at the same time, not be reckless. But you still don't want to be one-dimensional. So all that kind of was at play. But to even see Pickens in the midst of all that happening, he's still blocking his tail off. You still watch him on the sideline at the end of the game. He's excited, high-fiving, having fun with his guys. 3-4 weeks ago, that was a different conversation, man. We literally had the legit convo of trading him, man, because of nothing he did on the field from a production standpoint, but more so what he also didn't do
just
on
being a cancer, being a virus in the locker room.
Being immature.
Yeah.
Just being immature, man. So it's like, when you watch him now, I look at that and I'm like, man, this is a beautiful growth and response. And I'm glad we haven't had to see him get adversity in the sense of the team losing. But we did see him have a little bit of adversity in that game with him not being targeted. And I thought that he did pass that test in comparison to what has been the case when he's had adversity, whether it was him not getting targets or the team struggling. That has, been something that has been talked about. So at least with him, with that, you can see growth. You can see a maturation process from him, man. Yeah, and that's the part one I think of Coach T. I'm like, man, clearly you're able to get to these guys' ears. Clearly your message is not falling upon deaf ears like people were trying to say it did at a point in the season.
Nanzito, we made it in. No, I just read this, I think, right?
No.
I was about to read it, but then you asked the question, right?
Yeah.
We made it. LFG, the league wants to see the Steelers put on a show.
Let's go.
Best part about all this is that I think our team and our run game is truly standing on business, and I can't wait to see the Bills get a taste of it.
Nah, big facts, man. That's the one I'm excited to see because it's like for Buffalo, the way that the Steelers are running the ball, if Buffalo and their nickel defense is able to stymie this attack right now with the injuries that they've sustained, man, they over there like, bro, what is going to stop us now? Because that's the big question. It's like, are you still going to be healthy enough to play this nickel package when teams are going to try to really commit to running that football? So for them, yeah, that's definitely the way to attack it. And also, if you're running the football, what does that do to that offense, Deke? It keeps that offense on the sideline too.
Yeah.
It's multifaceted, man. It's multifaceted. You don't just beat those unicorn-type quarterbacks by letting them get 1,000 opportunities. No, sometimes you keep them on the sideline.
Let them get cold.
Yeah.
And then whenever they come out, get a quick 3 and out.
Multiple times that the Bills have had success against the Chiefs, that's how it's been. Like in the recent times where they've had success, it's been Mahomes on the sideline. Hasn't been necessarily the defense just going out there and stop. But if he gets out of rhythm, and now, like you said, you get you a stop here or there, now it's a different ball game, man. So that's the same mindset we finna go up there with, man. We're going to sustain drives on offense, make them have to execute. Instead of having 10 drives, man, I want to get you with 6 drives. That's a whole nother, that's the Ravens, man. The OG Ravens, that's what they do. Man, they're going to make you have to execute instead of you getting your full gamut of possessions where you can, all right, I'm going to turn this one over. I'm going to mess this one up. I'm going to 3 and out this one. All right, now I'm going to get hot. No, we cutting that thing down, man. And that's a different level of pressure, but that's what we talk about, that whole board constrictor. We trying to choke you out. Difference is now we got the added element with Mason where we can choke you out and put them points up. And that's why you're starting to see at times how these games are feeling. It's not feeling like, yo, we can't, or they right. It's like, no, we about to dagger this dude, bro. We about to go. It's about to be over. Like, that's the type of energy we're on right now, man.
What's good about the Bills having some weakness on defense with their run defense is it's natural for us at this point to run the ball, to just like feed into that and say, you know what?
Yep.
Good thing that your weakness right now is kind of our strength, right?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe not even just like our strength as in like this is our strength above everything else, but this is our identity. This is how we want to play football. So it works out in the Steelers' favor that way.
Absolutely. And that could open up play action pass as well, which is what Mason has been thriving at also since taking over, man.
Yeah.
Y'all hit that like button one time for the culture too, man. I see y'all in the building today. Salute each and every one of y'all. And if y'all are new to the channel and y'all, aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button one time for the culture as well, baby. Y'all see how we come over here. We have a lot of fun with it.
Jeremy 824. Okay, we smoking on Buffalo and that Moats pack next week.
See, this is
Get it ready.
This is crazy. This is crazy. I thought I was smoking with y'all. See, y'all, that's what I'm saying, man. Are we all on it or we not on it? Because now you implying that if I'm smoking on something next week, I might be smoking on it by myself, and then y'all be looking at me all crazy. That's all. I thought it was all. I thought it was one band, one sound, right? No, man.
Like you're not invited to the party.
You feel me? Like, hey, bro, we
maybe
win.
just for that night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
then you could come back in the next day.
Like we went, right? That's what I'm saying. We won.
Nanzito, we're 9-2 this season with 1-score games, and if you think we can't do that against the Bills, think again.
Talk that talk, baby. Talk that talk. And, hey, man, at this stage of the season, if you are still playing right now, you should be feeling great about your team, or you should be feeling at least really good about the fact that they're, battle tested enough to have made it to the postseason. Teams don't just make it to the postseason. They don't just hand these out just because we like you and you got cool names. If that's the case, the Jags be in here, right? Jags are sexy. Jags are fun. Jags are young. Jags got a young quarterback, young running back, all that other stuff. But it's like, they ain't just giving it out. You have to earn this thing. You have to earn the right to get a postseason win. You got to earn the right. When the last time you got a Super Bowl appearance? You got to earn the right to get a Super Bowl win. You got to earn it. A lot of them other teams are earning that thing, man. But we punched our ticket, though, D. We punched ours.
D'Angelo Edwards. Some Moats. Who you rooting for?
Man, I'm rooting for
Be
us.
100.
I'm rooting for us, baby. Like I said, man, this is a great opportunity, man, a great game, and that's what I'm rooting for, man. Good football. All right, I'm excited. You got to wait till the end of the week to get the pick, though. You know that, man. Come on.
I already got an inkling of what your pick's going to be from one of the podcasts from last week. I remember a couple comments that you threw out there.
We just vibing out, man. We are just vibing out right now, man. We are just good, I will say this. I've taken your approach. I don't pick against the family. I'd never pick against the team. So that's been working greatly this season, as you can see. Because here we are, both in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's great.
Jeremy 824 gifted a Moats membership to a cool name.
Shout out to Jerm being a rock star and a cool name. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Ethan Leach, I know y'all saw the Ravens fans stomping on the towel.
I missed that. That happened?
Yeah.
I'm sure they do that, though. They think they about that life. They ain't about that life, though. You know they ain't about that life. That just means they ain't gonna win at all. That's all that means.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how the terrible towel curse goes with fan disrespect versus
because usually it's like a player
disrespect. Because I'm sure there's
Raven players
a lot of
that.
fans out there, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, that are disrespecting the towel and trying to get their clout and stuff like that. But
in terms of like players, though,
players. The only ones am I off? The ones I remember. I mean, it's 100%.
The
Lendo
cat from,
White.
Yeah, the cat from Jacksonville. Wing card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Lendo White. That's 3.
And homie from Cincinnati.
That?
Not Mixon, the running back before him, the playoff game. Jerry Porter game when he tried to rip the
Jeremy Hill.
Yes, he tried to rip
When
it.
did this happen?
The game, bro.
Shazer
ripped the ball from him later in the game. Yeah.
When did he do it?
When he scored the touchdown.
No way.
Yeah, he scores a touchdown. He's going to the end zone. He's like trying to rip the towel and he can't rip it.
4 for 4.
And then they had the pick, and then that's when they all ran into the end zone. Yeah, bro, that's that same game, man. Yeah, and then when Shazier strips him at the end of it, yeah, bro. But he's like really trying to get it though. Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, that's 4 for 4 then. 4 for 4.
Said it's undefeated, bro.
Yeah, don't mess with it.
Shout out to Young Boy 24. Yeah, Jeremy Hill. That's definitely the one. Yeah. Because we used to never like him all the way, bro. Because we was like, he thought he was El Bell caliber. And he's like, yo, you're not El Bell caliber. But then he
was good for a season or two.
He thought he was Joe Mixon. I think that's the issue. He was not Joe Mixon, but he thought he was Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon is a way better player.
What happened to him? Because he was good for a minute.
No, he wasn't good for a minute.
I'm saying like a couple thousand-yard years. You know what I mean?
But
then he fell off, whereas Mixon able to keep a career together.
The thing was, honestly, they drafted Joe Mixon. And when Joe got there, they kept Bernard. And then Jeremy Hill, I don't know where he went after that, though. Yeah.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
He's like an Eddie Lacy.
Yeah.
Quick year or two, then you're gone.
Hey, man. It's the NFL, though, bro. Definitely the NFL, man.
Antimatter Eli. Everyone owes Najee an apology. He ain't electric, but he's consistent and reliable, unlike y'all's baby mamas.
TJ
TJ gonna try to play third downs on Sunday.
There it is.
I think I already submit my Najee apology?
Yeah, I think I did. I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, I apologize.
I was gonna ask you and Antimatter, since you're so strong on the topic. Are you extending him, and are you picking up the 5th-year option? What's your plan?
Well, he's under contract next year, so we'll figure it out. We'll see if he wants to hold out. I told you I'd give him a little extension.
No, but I'm saying so you would do the extension versus picking up the option?
Yeah,
that's what I was asking.
Like 2-3 years. What I said, 12, 15 months. You know what I mean? Something,
for sure.
4 or 5. Keep him a little happy. Don't go crazy with it. That's what I do.
Okay.
He's got a point. I mean, he works. He works with the offense. I know he probably could be replaceable, like just straight up objectively. But I also do think there is something to the continuity of him being on the Steelers team.
I like it.
And he's reliable. I mean, he is reliable.
I like it. That's the whole convo of business versus, you liking all the intangible stuff. You liking the locker room stuff. You liking the leadership stuff.
For sure.
Right.
Udonis Haslem made a career out of it.
Right. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But that's going to be the decision, and I think the bigger deciding factor because, there are a lot of stuff that makes sense to not pay him or to not extend him just because of that position, the shelf life and everything that comes with it and the style of player that he is and the yardage and the amount of touches that he's already accumulated to get to where he's had. So I could definitely understand that part, but at the same time, knowing this organization, knowing how Coach T is, I could also see them saying, man, we still going to take care of you. Like, it might not be the 10 plus that you might be hoping for, but you know what, man? We still think that you are a positive contributor to our efforts, and we think that we're a better team with you than without you. So this is the deal we got for you, man. Yeah, we're going to draft somebody in 2 years. It is what it is. But here, this is what we want to give you. We want to compensate you at least this way.
Give ourselves an out for that 3rd year maybe.
Yeah, but bump your pay up for these last 2, so now you're not getting your rookie last year and 5th-year option.
If we roll it back with Kenny and Mason, we're still not contributing a lot of money to the quarterback room.
Yeah, because I think that's kind of the best of both worlds. Because as much as we might love what Najee is doing right now, we still understand that it is a salary cap league. And if you operate out of emotion, that's not always good for business. Whether it be the emotion of, I love this dude, he's making me feel good, let me pay him, or I'm pissed off with this dude, you know what, I'm just cut him right now. That's operating out of emotion. We can't do that with the business side,
Cut or traded Najee about 5 times this year.
Yeah, it was a strong possibility, man. It happens. But that's the emotion. But we live and we learn it. Man.
Now, to the credit of the people that were defending Najee, you could say at that time,
it was legitimate, no?
The line's not blocking for him good. Just wait till he gets a better coordinator out there.
Yeah.
Or the quarterback play picks up. Like, there's a lot of things going on around. But I do think we also could agree he looks slow compared to Jaylen Warren, for sure.
Yes.
But I'll credit the Najee defenders because I think as the season played out, they were more right. Now, the trading Pickens thing, I think everyone was right in trading Pickens because it had to do with what he was doing off the field and just the overall energy he was bringing to the team. Like, you can't have that because that multiplies. That spreads. Yeah. He was doing that. Like, he was legitimately doing that. Yeah. And you can't have that with your team. Yeah. I did also say, though, after trading Pickens, I would let him play in the Bengals game for Mason's first start. Yeah. Like, you can't do that to Mason. Give him a chance with Pickens. See what happens. Oh. And Mason got him the ball. Pickens is happy.
But can I get something off my chest, though, bro?
Go ahead.
Like, I love how you came down off of your trades and stuff like that. But Stoogie McClaw is still trying to trade my beanie. Bro, it's a lot of people that want to trade my hat all of a sudden, man. They've been trying to trade me, trade my hat. Deke, can you tell I'm not on the block? I'm not on the market. I'm not on the trade block, am I? Deke, tell her I'm not in my beanie's not, right? Come on,
no,
Deke.
Not you.
Because
the hat should be.
This stuff was one band, one sound, right? It's just part of it matches. It matches.
I saw what you did there.
It matches, bro. Come on, it matches, bro. You know it matches, man. They trying to trade me, bro. Don't let them trade me.
The hat, we got to trade.
Get me off the market, man. Take me off the market, man.
Bills hoodies you got, we got to trade those too.
But it keeps me warm. Man.
Antimatter.
I'm trying not to mix up wash day, okay?
Okay.
I'm trying not to mix up wash day. Just try. As long as I don't mix up wash day, we good this week. All right. You mix up wash day, be like, my Steelers. Just happened to get drier. You know, so you lose a sock. Lost the Steelers. You know what? That blue and red started off today. Yeah. So I'm trying. All right. I'm trying.
T Starf. Shout out to the 13th man, the terrible towel. LOL.
Shout out. And our former Steelers. Whether we talking Vrabel or Edmonds, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them cats as well, man. Love to see it.
They're saying Vrabel is going to be on the market.
Yeah, they said Vrabel, Belichick. They said Harbaugh might make that jump too.
I would sign Vrabel immediately if I was a team with a vacancy.
Because the question was the Chargers. They was like, if you're the Chargers, are you going after Harbaugh, Belichick, or if it is Vrabel, would you look at him?
I'd go Vrabel first.
Yeah. Because they're saying trying to get a draw out there and you need to do, and it's like Harbaugh coming out.
Harbaugh's tough.
He's playing in the Natty tonight, so it's like if you win the Natty, and he's obviously got a big name. Now you got a draw because they talk about like the fan base really isn't the draw out there like it is for the Rams or any of the other sports.
I think you go Harbaugh if you're willing to spend.
It makes the most sense.
Yeah, you go Harbaugh first.
And
then I go Vrabel over Belichick. I think.
I do too.
Coach.
I think
right now, just because he's more in his prime.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I'm like Belichick is in his 70s, bro.
I'd still take a chance on Belichick if I had a vacancy.
Yes, but if I'm the Chargers right now and I'm trying to...
You're talking specifically about the Chargers?
Yeah, just speaking to them. I'm like, I think I would go Harbaugh, yeah.
Harbaugh, young quarterback with Herbert.
Yeah.
I think that makes complete sense. Just let him run the whole thing, run the show, however he wants to do it. Give him the control. Because, he won in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He went to a Super Bowl.
You want to talk about Tomlin not having a losing season. I think in Harbaugh's 4 or 5 seasons, his worst one was 8-8.
Yeah.
And then he went back to college.
Yep.
All the other years, they were like in contention for that division, going to a Super Bowl, NFC championships. He did a really good job. He turned Alex Smith's career around, and then he rolled with Kaepernick for a minute.
And those were two very different styles of offense, two different styles of players. No.
Google East, Moats and Deke. Do they not learn? Don't play with our little towels. Also, that Hope defense was exposed yesterday. King Henry PTSO. Hashtag Free23. Hashtag Stairway to 7. Hashtag Buffalo K.
Let's go. He said, they got that Hope defense. They hope they can stop somebody. Oh, it'd be like that, bro.
Right.
Like
Pickens said that.
But
we got the last laugh, I guess.
We did. Yeah, see, it all come back around full circle, but that's why you got to be careful with the energy, man. You just can't be heavy-handed with the negativity. Jackson was heavy-handed with the negativity. We saw how it turned out for them, man.
Greg Yeager. Mason did what KP does when he's been at his best.
So he's trying to say if that was Mason's down performance, that's viewed as what a great Kenny at his best performance would look like. It's a compliment to Mason. Definitely a shot at Kenny, though.
It's a shot at Kenny.
It's a shot at Kenny, compliment Mason. Yeah.
I won't go that far, but I'm not ripping on Mason's last game. I'm very complimentary of Mason's last game. I think it just had more to do with the rain and why his numbers weren't bigger. Like
but
Kenny's had bigger
definitely
games.
It's
like
the shot
Bengals
at Kenny.
game.
It's the shot at Kenny for certain.
Yeah, that's what
because we could acknowledge that this was a good game without it having anything to do with Kenny.
No,
it would be like, we know the rain, we know the numbers were down because of the rain, but if you just simply watch the flow of it, you watch even the touchdown pass to DJ, you watch even the checkdowns, right? Because I know that was part of the thing. Oh, well, you're only throwing the ball to the flag. You're only throwing the
Brady
ball.
Brady did it his whole career. If it works, it works.
But
and it was working.
It's not just about if it works. Look at the placement of the football. Mitch tries to do this. Kenny Pickett's tried to do this. The difference was the consistency and the accuracy of the placement of the football. This are very different in terms of what is deemed as NFL accurate, not what you might just be watching and say, oh, he caught the pass, good. Like who's the team that just got beat? The Colts, right? Where they threw the little and
you got you got to catch that.
Fair enough, but you know what you get from me. But you know what you get from me? That's an absolutely terrible throw. So which one is more important? The person throwing that ball or the person trying to catch it?
It hit your hands. You got to catch it,
bro. Put the ball where it's supposed to be. What are we talking about?
I get it, but
that's how I look at it. But once again, if the quarterback wins, though, everybody talks about how great the quarterback is. Quarterback throw that pass, everybody talking about running, but you got to catch that. You got to catch that. Make that make sense.
Minshew admitted to it being a bad pass too. Yeah, like it was. I was.
But you see how the bad pass part is the bad pass part is minimized. The terrible throw part is just like, yo, that matters at this level. That matters. It matters. That's all I'm saying. And who are you throwing it to? Are we going to put more responsibility on the backup running back or on Gardner Minshew? Does that not matter? Because that's what a lot of people, including you,
It just
are
befuddles
doing.
me how you drop that.
It just
It's
befuddles
like
me how you
you're
even throw that.
It's over here. It hits your hands. You got these gloves with
Bruh.
how much traction to them. Like,
Bruh.
man.
All I'm going to say is if you're out there running full speed like that and that ball is like that, you would understand, man. When we say the placement matters, you heard us say it's a game of inches, right? We've talked about that. It matters. Do you want him to catch the ball short? But it's the reason why he's the third running back also, right? That's not Jonathan Taylor. That's not Zach Moss, right? So you still got to know who you're working with also. What we expect when Cody White was here, we expect him to make a crazy George Pickens type play? Absolutely not. Because it's Cody White. We've even talked about Mitch when we were like, yo, if you're going to be aggressive, at least be aggressive to the right person. That's my whole issue with that play as a whole. I'm like, man, if I know who I'm throwing this thing to, I need you, Mr. Quarterback, Mr. Gardner Minshew, deliver this ball the way it's supposed to be delivered to this man. But I get it. Quarterbacks, they can't do wrong.
It's both. It's always both.
But more so, quarterbacks are going to get the benefit of the doubt. Always. We've already seen that. That's fine. We know it's a quarterback league. I'm a defender, so I don't rock with him like that.
With it wasn't like at his feet or anything. It's just all right, a little behind him.
You saw you minimized it. It's just a little behind him.
It is.
That little behind him doesn't matter to you. All I'm saying is that little behind him matters, bro.
It matters to Gardner, and he admitted it was a bad pass.
Matters,
I get it.
man.
Like if you are a professional quarterback, you're gonna look at that pass and say, "I should have done better."
That's not good. Yeah.
Sometimes teammates got to make up for it.
I just don't think it's a smart idea to put your whole season's success in the third running back bailing you out on an errant pass.
It was open. Like you got to make the pass. Like it was wide open. You got to make that. I mean, the decision to make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, make a better throw. Sure.
Make the throw. Make the catch. Everybody be good,
It's
man.
football. Shit happens live.
Yeah. But look, that's why they're the coach though, because they ain't executing the way they need to. That's why they sitting at the crib right now, man. But that's execution. No different. We talk Mason Rudolph throwing the slant passes, right? And people will minimize him as a quarterback and simply say, well, that's more GP because he did this and this and this. And it's like, okay, well, we can go back and look at all the slant passes that GP has or slant routes that he's run with Mason, Mitch, and Kenny. And let's just look at the success of the lack thereof solely based on the ball placement at times, man. It matters.
AJ Martinez gifted a Moats membership to Ricky West.
Shout out to AJ Martinez, Rockstar at Life, and Ricky West. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Michael Brooks, Moats, my daughter is dying from the song.
Hey, there it is, man. Because it's a fire song, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Mm-hmm. You see the skills.
Steeler Nation on fire. Don't forget the Steelers gonna still have hated energy on the Bills for that 38-3 loss. The Steelers are gonna come in pissed off and angry in this game.
Which one? What 38-3 loss was that? What game was that, man?
A couple years ago.
Last
year. Kenny's first start.
Oh, yeah, it was 38-3.
I guess it was.
Who scored?
I don't remember.
38-3.
Yeah, tough game.
No, I forgot that one, man. I have to go back and watch that. I rewatched that one, man.
I remember that 2021 game a little bit more.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, bro. We still in COVID then?
It was an opener,
That was real long
week
ago.
One.
The opener is like that's like 1,100 years ago, bro. The opener, I can barely remember opener that shit, but the 30 the bot chase.
Everyone counted the Steelers out.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You said this was, I don't know what happened, bro. Oof. Mm-hmm. But you said this 38-3. When did this happen? When this 38-3 one was? That was last year?
I already said.
David Decker, you said it was last year, David? You sure? Marshawn Francis said it was week 5, he thinks. It was week 5?
I can't believe the chat's entertaining you
Junkie
right now.
said it was a lot of deep balls that took place. Rashawn Jones said it was 21 points in the second quarter. I don't remember any of this taking place. Refresh my memory.
Right
just refresh.
They think you're actually being sincere.
Because I need your feedback. Y'all know I appreciate y'all and your feedback in the comment section. It warms my heart. I really forgot this took place. Man. Willie the Steeler guy 412 says Gabe Davis torched the safety who isn't even a member of the team. Who was that say? Yeah, because it was like 99 yards, something like that. That do sound kind of familiar. All right. I can see that. Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, but X Concepts, he brought this. He says the Bills only won 38-3 due to 3 picks, 1 caused by Claypool, and 2 bad throws by the QB. That's fair. I could dig that. Fair. I totally forgot. I just did not know. Steelers Grove 517. Don't put it on me. I did not know. That's why I asked out of all sincerity. I was innocent. Y'all know me. Y'all know I don't. I went trip. I went trip, man. Yeah, I totally forgot that though, man. I totally forgot. I did not know that. I did not know this at all. I appreciate y'all reminding me though, man. From the heart. Y'all some real ones for that, bro. Y'all some real ones. Yeah. Oh, Bink the Batu said Gabe Davis won me $200 in a different account. It should have been DraftKings. It was on a different account, but he won some money that day. So you know what? Salute you for that, then, man. Salute you on that. Ain't nothing wrong winning some money, man. We know it was DraftKings today. Promo code Moats. Never know.
That's dirty money right there.
It's dirty money. I got blood on that money, but I still count it. Come on, man. It's all good, bro. Just as long as he hit it, it still spin. Just wipe it off a little bit. You all right? Yeah. I just did not know. I had no clue. I really forgot that game was last year. It was just last year. Like, I literally forgot it was just last year, bro. I totally forgot. But it's good. I'm glad y'all remember me. Reminded me. I appreciate you. I gotta go check the tape again. I'll go watch the tape again. You know I'll be forgetting.
Nah, there's no need. That was last year. No need to watch it.
All right, respect it.
That was one of those throw the tape out type of games, and don't rewatch it ever. Yeah, forget it ever happened. Yeah,
See, that's probably why I forgot that. That's probably why I remember, because I was probably just like, you know what? Yeah, I wanted to watch this more. Just burn this. If it was a different day on a different channel, I'd probably be like, yo, I got okay the job and the different. Yeah. Where was Levi? All right, I'm back. I'm innocent, guys. Don't put this on me. I'm innocent.
Autumn McCaddy. Hey, Moats and Deke, that's what the Jags get for disrespecting the terrible towel.
Big facts.
Now, when they played in Pittsburgh, those are supposed to be combined statements. But anyway, now the Jags are on the couch at home, and the Steelers are in the playoffs.
It is crazy when you think about when that game happened. All the commentary surrounding it once it was over was that the Jags are hot. They're going to keep going. They looking good. If I remember correctly, that was right around the same time where they went over.
They were 8-3, right?
Yeah, they had one over in London as well. They had beat the Bills over there. Yeah. And that was a big thing. Like, they was running them up. Yep. But it's crazy.
I think a big part of it, Lawrence got hurt.
It don't matter.
No, I agree.
Kenny got hurt.
I agree.
Yeah.
But, like, that's why they've gone down the tubes a little bit. He's been in and out of the lineup. He's been playing bad, playing hurt. Mm-hmm. Is what it. I mean, you're out there. Yeah. And he hasn't been playing up to his best.
I would agree.
I'm sure injuries were a part of it.
Yeah, I would definitely agree, man. But it's just crazy when you talk about the National Football League, how at one point in time they were definitely at 8-3, like we said, and hot. I mean, they were talking about are they gonna get a 1 seed? Are they gonna be a 2 seed? That was a convo, man. And now they're on the outside looking in.
Yeah, they'll mess with the towel.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Martinez gifted a Moats membership to Big Mabe.
Shout out to AJ. You off the top rope, continuing to be a rock star like always. And you said Big Mabe, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I like this point by Bink the Batuz. He says, Jags weren't that hot against us. The rest basically gave them the first half.
Fair enough.
I do remember some of those terrible calls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The roughing the passer ones
were
we
talked about.
And then the offsides on the field
goal.
And then Kenny got hurt. I remember the next day I kept saying.
Because we felt like it was incomplete. And then Mitch was out there. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, if Kenny stays healthy, we got this as a 1-score game. I think Pickett will deliver in the fourth quarter because that's what he's been doing all year and get a game-winning drive. Because it was still a 1-score game in the second half at one point. I think we were down 17-10, but then Mitch threw that fatal last pick. Yeah, we had a ball. We had the ball and a chance to tie it up. Yeah,
he missed us.
Yeah, there's no reason for it. Wasn't it like second down?
Remember how like just we were like, bro, what are you doing?
A second down.
Yeah, is this the FU? I'm super aggressive. Like, bro, what? We don't need that one, baby. Of all the one, not that one. Yeah.
Brent Fox, Moats Deke in the chat. Moats, you must be the most conflicted man on earth. Joking sincerely, Mr. 214 for show.
Mr.
Entanglement.
Moats.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Y'all let me live over here, man. All right. I already told myself this is a great week. There is nothing that y'all can say to knock me off of my high horse. I got both squads in the postseason, both hot winning streaks. One messed around and got a hat and t-shirt with the 2 seed. The other one they said was the dead man walking keg guy got to get fired. I'm up. It's a wrap. I'm talking greasy all week. That's how I feel about it, man. Yeah. Feeling good. Feeling good, man.
You're saying that,
I feel good, bro.
but how you feeling? How you feeling deep down?
I feel good. I feel good about it, bro.
I know what you're saying.
I feel good about it, bro. I'm literally kicking my feet up big ass all week, man. All right. We are researching everything. How can we go wrong? It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. And you can't even end in a tie in the playoffs. It's just beautiful.
Possible.
Come on, man. It's beautiful.
My coach, shout out to all. Happy Victory Monday. Please go vote for Cam for the NFL Man of the Year.
Big facts.
Has he won yet?
No, he has not.
He's really gunning for it.
This is last probably real opportunity.
Let's go Steelers. Jack them Bills. Sorry, Moats.
Respect. You know what? I like sorry, Bill is kind of like saying respectfully. So it works.
With all due respect.
It works, you know? A lot of times, y'all don't be being respectful. Y'all just be coming at me aggressively. Like Deke. Deke don't give me all due respect or, hey, man, with the most sincere thought, you know? Or best regards. He don't give me none of that. He just da-da-da-da-da-da. I be like, yo, why's it gotta be beef?
This is a rivalry game with all due respect.
It's not a rivalry. Oh, my God. With all due respect. It's not a rivalry game, man. We are just two teams from the same conference. That's it, man. That's it. Just from the same conference, man. That's it.
Trevor Hamilton, is TJ going to get robbed of the depoy because of pass rush win rate?
Excuse me. Now, like I said, this whole pass rush win rate, that's the whole Myles Garrett thing that they try to get on.
Or PFF grades.
Yeah.
Some fairy stats.
Right, but I'm like, that, I honestly had never heard of that before, bro. The whole pressures argument being you had the other day is like, yo, that's a legitimate founding father of pass rush, right? Pressure, QB, hit, sack. This pass rush win rate stuff, that's the analytical, that's the put your glasses on nerd talk. I ain't got nothing against it, but you know, I've never been a fan of it because, newsflash, when you know, my size, we actually aren't really analytically, like we don't check that box. We're usually the ones that you be like, yo, you don't really match what we looking for. So yeah, I really don't rock with the whole analytics argument. So I'm still trying to figure out the whole Myles Garrett narrative or pushing part. Couple weeks ago when we talked Micah Parsons, it made sense a couple weeks ago because at the time the sacks were closer, but the pressures for Micah were greater. And we talked about all the numbers in between still being relatively close in contrast to Myles Garrett, where we said with Myles, outside of this pass rush win rate, it was like, yo, how is he in the combo with these two dudes specifically? So that's why I'm still kind of surprised that even when you told me today that Myles Garrett still got the odds favored. I'm like,
I think it was on DraftKings.
I'm like, how is it Myles?
I can double check. We'll see if anything changed.
Yeah, that's the one that doesn't make sense. I'm like, if we're saying Parsons, if it's Parsons or TJ, I'm like, yeah. But even with that, now it's like, yo, what TJ has done, especially this last game, the dude, man, he had 8 tackles, 2 for loss, 2 sacks, QB hits. Like, bro, and we in the playoffs, and he led the league in sacks again. It's like, yeah, these are whole. Now we got the.
I think he's got 5 more sacks than Myles Garrett. And again, every other stat that's there,
it wasn't
TJ
even
Watt
close.
is better.
Right, that was it.
Every other stat.
When we got our argument, bro, we had nothing to do with Myles.
But he's
it
the
was
favorite,
Parsons. Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is Myles the favorite?
TJ
bro?
has eclipsed Parsons.
Right. Which makes sense because of what TJ has done since all of that has transpired, bro.
Where would this be at?
Yeah, I don't get the Myles Garrett part, bro.
No, I'm looking for awards.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it should be.
Where's it at? I'm just seeing player stats, playoff leaders, team specials. I'm not seeing it right now. I might have to.
We're gonna dig deep.
Yeah, if you give me some time, I could find it. But I swear, I looked up.
Yeah.
It was around -200 for Myles. TJ bumped up to like +200 something.
Yeah, that is crazy. Well, I guess they're just telling you, man, if you still want to get some good odds, man, Got your chance.
Yeah, that doesn't mean
Got
necessarily
your
Myles
chance.
Garrett is going to win, but
Yeah.
it's just insane to me how T.J.
Yeah.
Watt is not the
That doesn't make sense.
odds-on
Yeah.
favorite.
That don't make sense, especially at this stage. Yeah.
Brilla 92, isn't it nice not to feel like the game is over if we have a penalty or fumble?
Ah, yes.
All hail King Dolph.
Hey.
Mason is making the offense fun to watch again.
Yes, he is, man. It's a great situation we got going on right now, man. Slow start, fast start. We feel legitimate, like we got a chance, man. Like we can score points at any time, like any drive, we got action. Yeah.
Next we got Brucey. What's good, Moats and Deke? Longtime viewer from San Diego. The
Shout out to
858.
San Diego, man.
And my first time super chat.
Let's go.
He's got a question.
Uh-oh, hey now.
Are you all going to be in Buffalo for the game? And will Moats wear black and gold or the blue and red? Hashtag win with run.
Shout out to winning with the red, baby. For both parties, actually. Shout out to that, man. In terms of my attire, I don't know my attire just yet. I kind of live my life like one activity at a time, you know. So I'm here for the podcast right now. I don't know what after the podcast entails. You know, so I just don't know. But in terms of will I be in Buffalo for the game, I actually don't know about that yet either. You know, I'm really excited to go potentially, but I actually don't know just yet. I got to check the schedule, make some plans, make sure we're good and everything like that. Could be a little awkward though if I was there. That's the other part.
Well, that's his next
It could be very awkward. It could be very awkward if I was there. It could be very awkward.
What are you thinking about your fit?
Which I don't know yet. Just could be very awkward. So yeah. I pulled it off last time though. It worked last time.
Right.
When in doubt, just go neutral.
Well,
yeah.
you did go neutral, but you had a terrible towel, right?
I
You
had
a bandana.
Yes, I had a terrible towel
Steeler bandana
with blue jeans and a white shirt. It was like perfect contrast. It was perfect.
Would you do that again? Like you said, it worked the first time. Would you do it again?
It worked, bro.
Would
It
you
worked.
Do it again.
It worked. I probably would have something similar of like, we're gonna have a neutral up top and a chill down bottom, like something along them lines, man. But I don't know. I don't know.
'Cause at least you were rocking
Yeah.
the Steelers bandana.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man.
You doing that for this game?
Because
Wild card playoffs.
Because like the bandana, you could get away with a terrible towel. If you walk in there with a terrible towel, that you ain't get away with, bro. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. But either way, it's a great situation to be in. I'm just happy that everybody took care of business and that all the chips fell the way that they did so that we could be having this discussion. Because you know how much it was going to suck, Deke? If I had to come in here with this joy, this excitement, and you could not partake in that excitement and that joy, it would suck. But we both get to just enjoy everything, man. And that's what I was hoping for. That's what I wanted.
But now we're on to the beef.
It's no beef, man. It's no beef. We got beef on like next week. All right, no beef this week though, man. Which is all good right now. Yeah.
Q. I know Moats is excited to hear Tony Romo be in awe of Josh Allen the entire game.
I love the fact Romo's on the call. Yes, I was like, oh, we got Romo. I'm gonna get all that I need to hear, baby. I either want Romo or Collinsworth, one or the other, because they gonna tell me that he's great. Oh, he handed off. Just look at how this guy hands the ball off. I mean, just golly, Josh. She said she handed the ball off right there. Oh, did you see the flash pass? Just look at the guy flash pass right here, man. The reason why it works is because of this. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Burger City, 6-time champs. Mason has taken the path that no NFL quarterback has ever had to take. He has been patiently waiting and very humble. He is the last thing that we have connected to the Ben era.
Ooh.
This goes back to my theory from a week or so ago.
This is true.
And a vet leader on offense that was missing. I need to find that comment from last episode that said, was it really Ben that rallied the team? Was Ben the catalyst in some of his comments he made on the podcast? Because ever since he called out the Steeler culture and the Steeler way, we went on this run.
Well,
I need to frame that comment.
What about like Bradshaw? Didn't Bradshaw call him out too?
I don't think he did.
Oh, so well, I think Ramon called him out. Yeah, everybody has some takes. Yeah, I say no.
A lot of people did. You're right.
I say no.
You're right.
I say no. I was just checking. I was asking. I like your version better though. You know that.
Coming from 7,
Yeah, bro.
it just hits a little different.
Yeah, it's the quarterback thing, huh?
But you combine that with, like you said, Mason being the last link to 7.
Yeah.
Seems like the Steeler way was found pretty quickly here.
I get it. I definitely.
We didn't know if it was going to take the off season and some tweaking and Tomlin bringing in a new coordinator, getting rid of some players. No, just throw the last line that was connected to 7 and at quarterback. Just throw that guy in there.
I like it, man.
And we'll find this either way.
I like it,
he
man.
knows the secrets.
I like it.
He knows all the,
you know what I'm saying? He went through
he
the
knows all the
adversity, man.
behind-the-scenes stuff, you know?
He said he done went through the fire. He done learned it on his own. Now he ready to go, man. Heck yeah. All right. We did have a super that was a little bit in the middle. I think we missed from Kevin Weatherholt II. It says, Moats, how do you watch football on TV? Not talking about the All 22 film, but the TV version. Much love from the 502. In terms of just watching TV watching on TV, I watch it like everybody else. Sometimes I had a sound on, sometimes I had a sound off. But yeah, man.
He might be asking like, what are you watching specifically on each player? Are you watching more line play? You watching quarterback, receivers?
Okay. Good call on that, man. See, Deke, that's what I appreciate, bro. I'll tell you, be a great man. I'm gonna get you something blue and red, bro. I'm gonna get you something blue and red for your birthday.
What?
I'm gonna get you something blue and red for your birthday, bro.
I like
you, bro.
No.
I'm gonna get you something. I'm gonna get you something nice.
Nah, I'm good on that.
I'm gonna get you something real nice, man. I'm gonna get you something real nice. I'm gonna get you a hat. I'm gonna get you a hat, bro. You a hat? I'm gonna get you a hat, bro. That's what I'm gonna do.
Don't waste the money.
I got you, bro. Don't trip, bro. Don't even trip, man. Hey, from me to you.
That thing's either going in the fire
from me to you,
or
man.
Goodwill.
From me to you, I
Depends
got you,
on the mood,
man. From me to you, I got you. All right, I got you, bro. But in terms of when I'm just watching it, and I would take it from the context that Deke said, man. Yeah, it's play by play. So some plays, I'm looking at the safeties because I want to see what the defense says first, and I do that to challenge myself because as a linebacker, my whole life, man, I was, or the majority of it, I was pass rush. I was always going forward, never worried about behind me. Once I got to the league, though, I had to learn middle linebacker, off ball, 4-3-3-4, and I had to learn coverage. So since it was something I struggled with, I began to obsess with it, and almost like in a way of being insecure about not knowing coverage. It got to the point where I want to know that first, so I can confirm yep, I know this, and if I know that, I know all the other stuff. So a lot of times, when I'm watching, I'll look at the safeties first to just see, man.
That's hard to do on the TV, though, right?
It is at times, and that's why it's a challenge. But
so sometimes you might even have to guess if they get out of frame.
Absolutely. Huh? So the way that I do it now, though, is I've seen enough of it where if I can't see both safeties, I can look at middle linebacker. Is he taking a Tampa 2 drop or is he on a hook drop? I can look at your curl flat defender if it's a nickel or a linebacker, and I'm saying, okay, if he's curl flat dropping, I'm getting some form of cover 3. If he's vertical hook dropping, it's some form of cover 2. And just based on their landmarks, that's kind of how I can piecemeal it together. But that's, when I'm sitting down now, that part still happens a lot because of, like I said, just when I came out. Literally, I'll never forget it, man. New England Patriots. They were the ones who visited me at JMU. Man, we going to my D-line coach's room, and my man puts up that tape, and he's like, bro, or not the tape. He's like, yo, get on the whiteboard. He's like, yo, draw me cover 3. And I'm like, bro, cover 3? I'm like, shoot, it's only 2 safeties. This ain't gonna work. You feel me? I'm like, I can give you cover 1. I can give you cover 2. I'm like, what is cover 3? So give me cover 4. I'm like, I don't know what cover 4 is. Cover 5, 6. I'm like, bro, I had no clue. And I remember being so embarrassed in that moment. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm sweating, leaking. You know how it is, man. When you oh, my God, I'm blowing this interview. Probably why they ain't draft me, all right?
Yeah.
But you learn. You live and you learn from it. And I told myself from that moment, I'm like, bro, I'm not going to have that moment again. I'm going to figure out what I got to figure out, man. So when I watch it now, that typically happens. And then after that, I'm like, all right. I tell myself, because when I did broadcast boot camp, John Madden, they said it would be times where he's calling a game and he would just look at the offensive line, even though it's not sexy, just to be able to be like, yo, they're doing this up front, that type of stuff. So on occasion, I'll make myself intentionally just watch O-line, don't care about the pass, don't care about the run, just watch them dudes and see what it looks like. So I kind of do all that. And then, just pick your positions each and every time. But that's the pre-snap, and then as the play happens, you obviously just follow the ball, see who made a play, who didn't make a play. And if there's anything that I might see in the mist where it's like, okay, this is a missed tackle, I want to know why the explosive happened. I don't care necessarily about, oh, he threw a deep pass. I want to see who messed up the coverage. I don't care that this guy had a dope run. I want to see who was out there gap. That's how my mind works with it. Versus, I'm sure when Najee has a big run, everybody's like, yo, let me see Najee do it again. Oh, look at Najee jump over here, stiff on this guy. I'm the dude over here yo, who cut off the pursuit? Which dude that we don't see over here cut off this to make that play happen? Because I want to figure out that problem first so we can stop it from happening. So, long answer short, but appreciate y'all.
Yeah, because you're probably thinking from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah.
If we did everything right, it shouldn't have been this good of a play.
So what made this play so good? Is it yo, this is a sexy scheme? Is it a bad matchup? Is it you got Tyreek Hill and you just using him in a way that really highlights his ability? Or is this malpractice on us? Is this us saying, bro, if you just drop your landmark, we fine right here? So hopefully that answered your question. But I definitely appreciate you as well.
Ralph Miller III, glad to see Mink and Casey back again in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are supposed to be getting both of them
So
dudes,
what do you
man.
think they're going to do with all that?
Well, with Casey, we know he got to do the reinstatement. I'm sure when they first said it, they did not think that the Steelers were going to be in the playoffs because that was the Colts game. So probably the thought process was, yo, you're going to sit out for the regular season. Y'all season will be over. And then next year, we'll reinstate you in the offseason. Everything goes fine. Now that it's gotten into the playoffs, now they're like, hold on, we got to revisit this and actually have you talk about this one like for right now. And this is with even more eyes on it. So if you do it again, it's even with more eyes. It's even more impactful. Like, I think that's the conversation right now.
Should be brought up a couple times throughout the broadcast, I'm sure.
Yeah, but that's going to be the convo, bro. That's definitely going to be the convo, man. Because the hit itself we talked about, was it clean or not clean? We said it was clean. But we said we understood in terms of what they're trying to get out the game. We got that part. The thing that caught us off guard was when they said he was a repeat offender, and then you got Miles Killebrew.
One hit.
Yeah, and then you got Miles Killebrew coming on and talking about just that process as well of, yo, this is how they are finding it. And even though you don't even see it to that extent, they have. And you're like, well, if they doing that, they've already got a paper trail on you. You're innocent. I mean, you're guilty before you even go to the jury. You feel me? I'm like, if you say he's a repeat offender, we for a fact can't name 5 hits from KZ where we're like, yo, that was bad. How do we get there, man? Heck, name 2. Where we like, yo, he definitely killed. Like, yo, it happened in the game. So that's the thing, man, where it's like, I just don't know how they're going to rule that because I don't think they truly anticipated us being in this position when they made that ruling.
Well, not only that, how do you think the Steelers configure their secondary now with these two coming back and what we've already been doing with like Pat P and Eric Rowe?
So it's pros and cons. The pro is this. You get better players because they're natural safeties. Pat P, I don't know if y'all saw it all the way, but at times when I said the difference of him doing it full time is the mindset that's in between Justin Simmons, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and company at safety, and it's the run support, right? We're like, yo, if he's just pass coverage is great, but in run support, the feel, how you're feeling the hole, and your ability to tackle an open field, and we saw that even to an extent in this Ravens game where that is still the part of his game that he has to improve upon. So KZ or Minkah are upgrades in that fashion. The thing that I'm concerned about is this. You can get more multiple with Minkah and KZ from a cover standpoint where we don't have to play cover 3 every single time. But I'm almost to the point where I'm like, do I want to get away from this cover 3 that we've been running the past 3 games? Because we are operating at such a high level with
and that helps keep a lid on the defense.
Right. So I'm like, in a way, it's almost like because we don't have these exotic players, it's forced us to dumb it down. But by us dumbing it down, a guy like Eric Rowe is thriving because he's not forced to play in crazy space. He's playing curl, flat, hook. You know what I mean?
Plus Pat P and coverage too.
So now you got them exactly where you want them to be at. You start bringing in different coverages though because Minkah's back. Now you put in Rowe in a different position.
Yeah.
You asking Pat P to do something a little bit different now.
Maybe we just bench Minkah.
I ain't saying you bench Minkah. I think if anything, you probably low key. This is the weird part.
Box Minkah.
This is the weird part. I'm like, yo,
nickel.
Rowe, I like his physicality and the size because he's a big player. So I'm like, do you take Pat P off and use him as just your coverage nickel guy and have Mink be the main dude and Rowe as your box safety? Or do you do Pat P as the post player and then Minkah as your box player?
Right.
And that's kind of how they were doing it with Minkah and KZ.
You didn't even mention KZ too.
Right.
Like, what do we do with him?
Right. Because I'm waiting on him to get the reinstatement because I do feel like Minkah's gonna play. Whereas with KZ, it's like, yo, we guys get the reinstatement, but he still has to get reinstated, and that's the only thing with it. And I'm like, yo, they could definitely be like, nah, we ain't like.
I mean, the NFLPA would have a huge case if they don't reinstate him, though, right? Like that.
To an extent, yes, but at the same time, no, because they can stand on the fact that we just suspended him 4 weeks ago, and we said it was going to be at least for the indefinite for the regular season. But when we made that suspension, this team had no chance at that time of, or a higher probability of them making the postseason.
You just got to own up to a bad decision.
Well, think about it. The bad decision is from us as fans of KZ and the Steelers. For the NFL, they're saying we made the right decision because we got a chance to penalize and make an example of a person that had one of them hits.
Well, I'm saying, obviously, I think it was a bad decision to suspend him, but I'm saying if you wanted him to not come back at all this season, period,
if that's the case, you're screwed.
You made a mistake. Then.
You're screwed.
You should have included playoffs in your statement.
I would agree.
Or whatever your ruling
I would agree. But at the same time, when you rule it as indefinite, it gives you the wiggle room. Because now he's going to have to reapply, but no different than Martavis Bryant, no different than Justin Blackmon, no different than with Josh Gordon, right? Yeah. Just because your suspension was up for appeal, how many times did all them dudes we just named not get reinstated right away? Regardless of how we might have thought, man, this is alcohol, this is that is this. It still had to go and get reapproved and get reinstated. And we just saw Martavis just now get reinstated, right? Think about how long he was dealing with that stuff, man. So that's some of the stuff where when I think of the Casey thing, I'm like, I could see them be like that, even though I don't think it's fair or right. I could definitely see them operating like that just because for them, I'm sure when they made that ruling, they did not think we was going to get in that postseason. And that was going to give them the clear, we don't have to say suspended for the season. We're just indefinite. And that's the, okay, indefinite could be if you got 4 games, cool. Indefinite could be you go to the Super Bowl, you're not playing in it. Okay, cool. It's indefinite. But either way, we get to the offseason, we'll reassess, reinstate you, and then you go from there. But that's the part where I'm like, you're just
saying it's something to watch out for.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lock he was playing, but okay.
It's in their hands. I've been in the appeal process, bro. It just sucks, man. You don't feel like you got a real opportunity sometimes, man. You walk in there like, bro, is this a public defense?
We care way more than them.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
As you've mentioned before with some of this stuff and what the NFL prioritizes, I mean,
let's be real,
at the end of the day, how much do they care about KZ playing?
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone's watching this game no matter what.
Think about it. And how many people are going to know if KZ is out there or not out there, right? Outside of like us diehard
just
Steelers
fans. And some Buffalo fans, I guess.
But I'm sure some Steelers fans that might not even know who the heck KZ is to that extent. They would know Minka over that. You know what I mean? So it's like when we're just talking big picture for the NFL, it's like how big is this decision? Whereas for them, they have to weigh the opportunity that if I reinstate him and he hits somebody else like that, and now this is in a playoff game where there's even more eyes, what does that do to the overall brand? What does that do to the overall message that we're sending? And guess what everybody's going to talk about in the commentary? Well, you know, KZ was suspended earlier this year, and this is his first game back. You know how I know? Because they said it about Kareem Jackson when he came back and got suspended
again. So you think they care more about that backlash than the backlash of them not holding out on their word?
To an extent, yes, because they're going to fall back on player health.
They are going to get backlash if KZ doesn't come back for
absolutely.
The playoffs.
They absolutely would. They absolutely would.
I'll be
which,
the first one
but which backlash you think they get more of? If KZ's back out there and he hits somebody again crazy, even though we don't think it's like that, but if the NFL and the public eye deems it as crazy, what's more backlash? Him sitting after being suspended indefinitely 4 games ago, or him playing in that game and getting one of these hits and we're like, all right, find him again or throw him out again?
The interesting part with the KZ hit, though, a lot of people defended KZ against
They did
the NFL.
because it was clean, but it was violent. And that was the biggest issue with it. We've already seen the NFL fines for violent. They don't fine for dirty all the time. It's violent.
I just don't know if there's going to be, I guess we're talking about a hit that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
It just all depends how it plays out. But we talked about KZ.
Bro, you know
his
how I
hits
felt
before.
about
They're
it, bro.
not James Harrison, so I'm not expecting a dirty hit from him.
Bro,
That's
hit
what
wasn't
I'm saying.
dirty. The hit wasn't dirty. We said the pass was more funny thing. Who's that quarterback? It's your boy.
Minshew.
Yeah, good that we let him off the hook. Just keep letting these quarterbacks off the hook, man. Because that was a terrible throw that time, too, man.
I'm not letting him
It was
off
an
the hook
absolutely
for that.
terrible throw
I'm
that
not.
time, too.
KZ should have never been ejected from the game or suspended. I'm just saying if the hit I envision from KZ, based off everything we've seen from him and how he hits, I'm not expecting a dirty hit. So I don't think the backlash would be towards KZ or the NFL from like a violence standpoint. I think it would be against the NFL for suspending him again or ejecting him because the league's gone too soft.
I get what you're saying. I just think when they've already set out the outline that he's a repeat offender, you've already suspended him this season. That's the whole, just the pros and cons to it. Now, I'm hoping that they rule in his favor because, man, I don't think he should have been suspended.
This wasn't even on my radar. I'm glad you brought it up. It's not even on my radar.
Yeah, whoever brought it, I don't even know who brought it up either.
But if something funny does happen, maybe this is what's going on.
But that's, it was all crazy. Think about it. No one thought he would be suspended indefinitely either, right? Remember we talked about that? And how all of us were dumbfounded. And then for it to be appealed and upheld. Think about how we all looked at that. We're like, not only is he suspended, you upheld it indefinitely? Like, what? And we thought that was insane. Couldn't take place. Not even a thought. That's all I'm saying with this, man. They have already set a little bit of a precedent with him, man, where they're like, yo, repeat offender, you've been suspended. So it's like, yo, we didn't put you in this category already. That's my only thing. I just don't know how willingly or how eager they're going to be to put him back out there this season. Because it was still just this season. It was a couple weeks ago.
Find out.
We will, man.
Keebler's Keys, Snowy Sunday, Turnover Island. Sorry, Moats.
Hey, man.
NH and
Let's
J-Dub.
go. Let's go. And I like how y'all say sorry, Moats. Like, I ain't gonna be over here hyped for the Steelers getting turnovers, bro. Like, what we talking about, man? Like, hey, come on, man. We good.
Q gifted 5 months memberships. I cut off all their names except DC Elzy.
Shout out to everybody with Q
If
and
you know
DC.
you got a new membership, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, indeed.
Tito Good Vibes. Moats made more money with the Steelers. Pick a side.
Hey, this is also true. This is also true. I always tell people, man, it's like the beautiful dynamic for me, man. They drafted me, took a chance on me, little kid from JMU when nobody wanted him. They came and loved on me, got me a little cool little slogan, you know. And I came out here, ran up the numbers, and had a lot more success with
Bill's
the team.
brought in a new GM, huh?
I don't even want to go there. We're just gonna leave that alone. It's a great week. We're just gonna leave that there.
They wanted to retool the franchise.
It'd be like that sometimes, man. You know, I'm just glad that I was able to come over here and find me a home, and now I'm happy.
Mike Schrader, can we just talk about how the greatest coach record-wise, wins-wise, and motivator-wise in this team's history is being considered run out of town by the fans? Can we do better, y'all? I think he does have a better winning percentage than Cowher.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does have a better winning percentage than regular season-wise.
I'm about to say, it ain't a thought. It's true.
Yeah.
It is. They don't like it, but it's true. But we know Super Bowl is what matters the most, man.
Yeah,
we get that.
We want more playoff success. We want more
definitely
Super Bowl
get that.
success. I think you also have to. What was TG's line he said on the podcast? It was a really great. It was something about expectations and appreciation.
Oh, yeah. Make sure your expectations match your appreciation. Or make sure your appreciation matches your expectation. That's what it was.
It was a good comment.
Yeah, that was what it was. Your appreciation match your expectation.
I think we can admit that the last 10 years haven't been what we wanted from just a total success standpoint. We want more playoff success. We wanted a Super Bowl in this time period. Didn't happen, but at the same time, I do think you can understand it's hard to win in the playoffs when it's a single elimination format, like one game do or die.
Yeah, absolutely.
With injuries that take, like a lot of things that take place.
Mm-hmm.
And also understand that it's also impressive to get to the playoffs or be in the playoff mix year in and year out.
Mm-hmm.
Like that can all be true.
Say it, man. You preach to the choir. We on the same page.
I think that matches TG's comment right there.
It's real, man.
AJ Martinez, in the immortal words of the Godfather, Mr. James Brown, payback revenge. Got to get back with the big payback.
The big payback.
Bills 21, our Steelers 30.
There it is.
Payback time.
There it is. I like it, man. I like it. Let's go.
Elmeranich, the Mason redemption arc won't be complete until they beat Miles and the Browns in the AFC Championship.
Oh.
Also, TJ going Willis Reed mode after halftime in Buffalo. All right, that'll be hard.
All right. I like it. No, man. Basically, you got to get that get back, though. He didn't got it back versus Baltimore. He got to get it back versus them now. That's the next one.
Skydiving heck. Oh my! I mean, yeah. There's your script there. There's your story.
Come on, man.
Ravens
you see it
for knocking them out. And
you
then
see it.
Browns, Myles Garrett.
You see it.
Wow.
Yeah, you see it.
Wow. And then if you want to do 49ers Super Bowl,
you see
for revenge.
That was his first
taking
start.
that loss on in his first start on the road. San Fran. There you go.
We was there for that too, Deke. Shout out to us, man. We was there. We could say we real life Mason fans, bro. We was there for his first start.
Yeah.
First ever start, bro. First ever start. We was there.
Missed it for the world.
Wouldn't have missed it for the world, man.
I was so happy to see
You
Mason
are a
instead of
sicko,
Ben.
bro.
I was ecstatic.
We were here there to see Mason and Minka's first game. We're the most diehard Mason and Minka fans.
We were pumped about.
We're the most diehard Mason and Minka fans. We saw both of their first starts ever for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Deke. We were there for that, bro.
Yeah.
We did that, man. And we saw them on the road, so that means we're real loyal. Yep.
West Coast.
There it is, bro.
Skydiving hack. How is Josh Allen going to show his face around Buffalo when he loses to Mason Rudolph?
All right, man. We're going to cross that bridge, I guess, when we cross that bridge. Because, right now, they love him up there. Right now, they like, bro, you done went down there to Miami in prime time versus Big Bad Tua, who led the league in passing. He is the passing leader. So you can no longer say he's not a good player, Deke. He led the whole National Football League in passing
proved
yards.
my point with him.
No, Deke, don't you minimize. No,
Deke,
don't you minimize him. Don't you minimize him. He is a Pro Bowler. He's more of a Pro Bowler than Josh Allen is this year because he is the starter up there. No, Josh is an alternate. So it was beautiful to see that a little old quarterback like Josh can even rise to the occasion to face a guy like Tua. So, I hope that he can replicate that versus Mason. I hope so because, they love Tua. Yeah, Tua led the league in passing, though, man. Best quarterback in the league this year, man.
Tua's not that good.
He's
People don't want to believe me because
best quarterback in the league, man. He led the league in passing, bro.
Want to fall in love with his stats. It's whatever.
He got like the most 60+ yard touchdowns this year. Did you know that? He's great. I love it.
Is Mason tied for that?
Yeah, but I love it, man. I love it.
Thanks to Tyreek Hill and Mike McDaniel. Not too. They're gonna get blown out by the Chiefs.
Low key, that's the matchup we all want.
I mean, who knows though? Who knows? I probably wouldn't mind Miami taking out Kansas City in the first round.
Get rid of the better quarterback.
The Chiefs to win.
Yeah, definitely get rid of the better quarterback. But I think Miami is the team that a lot of people should probably want to play. But you can make the case about Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
They're all going to be good games.
Yeah, you can make Baltimore all the teams. Yeah,
I think all games are going to be good games, good matchups, no matter what AFC team at this point.
Yep.
Because they're all solid squads.
Mm-hmm.
Sean McCartney, the fact when a report of Steelers still wanting Kenny having some in a hissy fit, LOL. No matter what happens, I'd rather see what the team says and does than listen to what the chat or media says.
Yeah, I can get that. But they should still want him. Kenny is not a bad player. Kenny is a young player that's trying to find consistency in this league. He has talent. We've seen that. But the difference is when it's in season versus out of season. That's the big thing that we're witnessing right now. If this is the off season, this type of stuff happens where a quarterback or another player on the roster is playing better than your guy. And you're like, bro, can he step it up? Can he figure it out? It's the off season. You don't have to worry about wins and losses. Right now, it's playoff time. You know what I mean? But prior to that, we're worried about wins and losses. So, yeah, you're not going to be as prone or as willing to make a switch back to a quarterback when you're seeing one guy have more success and the team responding to him right now. That doesn't mean that Kenny is just, god awful and you never come back to him. No, it just means right now you're not dealing with that. Right now you're riding Mason because he's giving you every reason, and the team and coaching staff has also shown you that they're responding to him. When the offseason hits, that's when, or if an injury happens, that's when Kenny right now we get that next opportunity to show what he could do. But up until then, you just kind of got to sit there and deal with it. This is the cause and effect of it. Now, what you do and you're dealing with it is going to determine how well you come back in your swan song like we seen with Mason Rudolph. So be careful with the energy that you take with, as you sitting and waiting.
Friend Bradford, I'm not trying to look ahead, but I want to send Baltimore to Cancun. They've beat us once since 2020. I want that matchup. We run the North.
Let's go. We did run the division, though.
Best record in the division.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
7 seed.
Crazy. Because, we only lost once. Literally, and that was
should have won that. Too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
But even if we win that, I think we would finish 6-0 in the division. It still would have been a wild card.
Yep. Overall record, man.
Thanks to our losses to the Cardinals and the Patriots.
We would just, we like to make it a little interesting. It's better for the storyline. That Steelers DVD, when they talk about the run we going on, it sounds better when you got that adversity. You know that.
Grayson Brown, what up, brother?
What's happening?
What up, brothers? Bring on Buffalo. Pitt matches up well with them.
There it is.
The AFC is wide open.
There it is.
Baltimore, prayers up. Pitt, loses.
Oh, he's saying Baltimore better pray that the Steelers
Oh.
lose because they don't want them. They don't want the Steelers.
That's good interpretation right there. Baltimore is 1-3 all time versus Pitt in the playoffs. Lamar plays terrible against Pitt. Pitt has Baltimore's number. Watch out, get your popcorn
That's what
ready.
they be saying. And that will be Baltimore sitting after 3 weeks, too, with Lamar and starters. And the last time that they saw us in the stadium would have been us winning, being the more physical team, might I add. Because we ain't just win. We were definitely more physical.
On the road, too. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we're familiar with that environment.
Yep.
We just did it 2 weeks ago. So we shouldn't be scared or
And it would be
taken out of our element.
And guess what? It's way more pressure on anybody but us because we're not supposed to be here.
Right.
We were god awful. Nobody gave us a chance.
You're going up
Literally,
against,
nobody
like
respect us.
Like you've been saying this
Seriously,
whole
bro.
podcast. You're going up against QB3.
Yeah, we have nothing. Like, bro, nothing to lose.
TJ Watt's out, too.
We have nothing to lose.
TJ's
man.
playing in that Ravens game if we make it there.
But yeah,
He's playing that,
absolutely.
right?
You know that. Got to.
I still think he might.
But think
this
about
game.
how fired up everything is, man. We ain't, bro. Come on, man. They don't want to see that because they're going to be tight because they understand they have to win. Lamar understands, bro. I am judged from here on out by my postseason success because of who I am and what I've been able to do from a regular season standpoint now on multiple occasions.
Right.
You're in that category now where we judge you off of your championships, man.
Almost like Peyton Manning.
Seriously,
for the first, 7-8 years of his
it gets to
career.
that stage,
He won how
man.
many MVPs? Was
Seriously.
putting up all these stats.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was losing the playoffs.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Brady was winning the championships. Then Ben
Yep.
started winning.
Yep. So that's the reality of it for Lamar. He understands that. Same way Josh Allen understands that, man. Them dudes that don't have one, that are a part of that young core, they get it. But that's why when you're talking about the Steelers and why they're even more dangerous, because they're not going to feel this urgency to press. They don't feel this urgency that, oh, I got. It's like, man, we are house money, man. We are house money. Everything we doing is
And there's
great.
none of those narratives
Exactly.
associated with the team. It's
that's
just
what I'm
like,
saying. It's like,
we're just here to win,
Man,
like as a team.
we have
you know?
no dog in any race. It's like, yo, this is what we do. And that's what makes us so tough right now because you don't have to deal with that type of stuff. Buffalo, you feel that to an extent. Last night, you could see it just watching the start of the game. Pressing a little bit.
Because you're like
Yeah.
on, for them, this is like what, year 3 or year 4
Of this
their
window.
starting
Yeah.
of
So now
trying to
you're
win a
like-
Super Bowl.
How many more times are we going to get? You're a 2 seed right now. How many more opportunities with this group?
You're obviously keeping Josh, but in terms
Diggs,
of retooling around them, right?
Davis, right? You looking at them, you like, whoa, what's Knox?
Are we going to have
Now
to
you
get a
looking at the
second iteration of
defense.
this?
Yeah. Think about with 7, right? How he went through his first group,
I think he had like
And
4
then he had-
groups probably.
they're low key.
4
Yeah.
groups, yeah.
So it's like that's the convo, but that's what Buffalo is on. That's what they're feeling right now.
AJ Martinez, congrats to Moats and Deke on one grand watching freaking outstanding job with the podcast.
Hey
LOL.
man, from the heart, we appreciate you, man.
Wonder if I should invite Felicia to dinner and a movie. 60-40.
I would say yes. Dinner and a movie is respectable. It's safe. It leaves it open ended also, just in case everything is going really well, and y'all want to go for ice cream after the movie, right? Or if you want to have a picnic after the movie, you still got opportunities for that also. But the dinner part, you want to feed your lady, you know what I mean? Yeah. Are you team pay on the?
Absolutely.
Okay,
The
okay.
man needs the
I was gonna ask you that. Like, do
It's
you
not
pay
even a
for it
question.
or not? Yeah. So AJ, I would recommend, and it sounds like Deke would recommend also, if you're going to take her out though, if it's okay, you have the mindset that you're ready to pay. Now she might not want you to do that, and that's fine. But at least put that off out there. All right. But I think that'd be fire. And there's some dope movies coming out too.
Tony Rodrigo, will there be 3 AFC North teams in the divisional round?
We got a chance.
Yeah.
I definitely got a chance. One's already punched the ticket.
That's wild. All 4 teams winning
Yeah.
record. Hasn't been done. So there's 2 different stats for it.
Yeah.
Did you see them? Hasn't
I
been
haven't seen
done
it. Yeah.
where all teams in a division
Have
have
made
the
it.
winning record
Yeah.
going back to 1930.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of just the number 4, that happened in like the 70s with the NFC East.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all the teams because there was
Right.
5 teams in the division. So
Mhm.
4 of them had a winning record. Crazy stat.
Like, is it possible to have 4 teams from your division actually make the postseason?
yeah, I mean,
with the
I think
new
it was like
format now.
4. It might have been like 5 weeks ago. Whenever they showed the standings, 3 AFC North teams had the wild
'cause
card. Ravens had the
but
1.
I thought because of we still had to play them 3 games, and when you factor in the tiebreakers and us having to play Baltimore, I thought that would like change it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
maybe
my
that
thing, 'cause
was
I'm
just
like, hey,
at
how
the
does that
time,
work?
but it
Yeah.
couldn't finalize like that. I
Yeah.
think it's possible. I definitely
Yeah.
think it's possible.
I mean, cause shoot,
Technically, it's
even
gotta
getting
be
3 teams
possible.
in, that's like a thing now, man.
Yeah, 3 AFC North teams.
And we done that multiple times. We was doing that when we was here. They're still doing it now, man. Yeah. Shout out to the division though. Shout out to the AFC North, the black and blue division.
Steeler Nation on fire. Godwin did what Gunner couldn't. Go out of bounds and touch the football on the return.
Yeah. Shout out to Godwin, even though y'all know Gunner been straight down there. You seen him?
I don't care. He didn't do that for us.
This is also true. But yeah, Gunner.
He's also fumbled a few with the Giants as well.
Oh, all good, bro. All I was saying was, would you rather have the put my feet out of bounds and get it as the highlight, or my man ran it back? That's it, man. That's all.
I will take the feet out of bounds one and the no fumble.
Hey, all good, baby. All good. All good. We ain't tripping. Don't wait. No, salute
I'm
Godwin,
liking
though, man.
Godwin, though.
It was a dope play, bro.
He might have carved out a little
Yeah,
spot
it
here.
was a dope play, man. And I like the fact that Danny Smith, man, when you talking about the coaching of it, you got to know what you're doing, right? Because I'm sure it was a lot of people when that first happened was like, yo, what is he doing? What's going on here? Very similar to when Gunner went to go catch that football and everybody was like, Gunner, what are you doing? What is going on here? So it was good to see for Godwin. You know, he actually went out there and executed what is actually coached to do. If you play kickoff return, everybody understands, man, if that ball's by that sideline, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, simultaneous possession, it goes up there as an out of bounds kick, man. So we all hunting it if you in that scenario. But for Godwin, excellent job with the execution of it, man. Excellent.
High Desert Biker. How do you all feel about Nick Herbig? He's a beast.
Oh, without a doubt, man. Definitely digging what I'm saying from Herbig, man. Shoot, young, athletic, and productive right now, making plays. Also, check on the Casey stuff too, man. I've seen a couple people put some stuff in here about him, but I just want to make sure before we actually confirm or not.
He's
See
clear.
if there's any, just make sure, yeah.
Is he?
Because if he is, man, that is dope. But I just want to make sure we got confirmation.
Yep.
We're good to go?
Tribune Review.
Good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We straight there. Let's ride. Casey will be back.
Looks like he did
Casey's
an
out
interview
there.
at his locker today, too.
Let's go, man. That's what we need. That's a big time pickup right there. So, yes, now we got real life weapons on the back end. I'm liking that a lot. We good. Even if
the combination is going to be interesting
Yeah.
now. Like, what do you do?
I'm like, you know, you got 4 legit bodies back there now, whether you're talking Rowe, Pat, P, Minka, or KZ. So you can go back to your original of Minka and KZ, or you can use the combination. Question, though, the same way we said, can Kenny lose his spot from being hurt? Can KZ lose his spot via suspension? Because last time that Minka and KZ were out there, they weren't rotating. They weren't 3 safety. Those were the guys. Now we saying, like, yo, we want Rowe to be out there. We want some of this Pat P out there.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I was just asking.
Yeah. I think what's a little different from KZ's spot versus the quarterback is you could still get KZ out there with Rowe. You could still get some type of combination of snaps for these players.
Yeah.
But in terms of being the lead man, sure. Cause I mean, KZ wasn't playing like that.
Yeah.
He was good for us. Like, we were upset when he got suspended and thought we were going to miss him a lot. Like, we have missed him to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, we got our other guys playing good, too. And
Yeah.
from the riding of the hot hand standpoint, like, I feel like that's at play
Yeah.
with our secondary right now.
This is true.
So, yeah, kind of. I mean,
KZ exciting, though, bro.
I'm good either way. Like, yeah, I think he's an asset when he's out there, but I also think we got a good pickup here in Eric Rowe and made a good decision to switch Pat P to safety.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it. I low-key still feel like I side with Pat being the odd man because of...
What, putting him back at corner?
Yeah. Or not full-time, but like using him as more of the third safety in the rotation. But for... I don't want to get it too specific, but making it almost like for passing situations, I want that guy to be Pat P. For running situations, I want more
Deep
Eric
safety
Rowe. Yeah.
for Pat P?
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like that's
where
where he's at his best. I just don't like him versus that run like I like KZ versus the run. I think KZ is a better player versus the run, man.
Yeah, so there you go. So just make it situational. But but I guess now, based off how Pat P and Rowe played, you don't have to play KZ 100%.
You don't, and I'm sure working
Maybe
him
that's what I'm
back
getting
too would be good because he's obviously now multiple games that he's missed. He could be doing all the cardio he wants. It's going to feel different when he's actually playing in that game.
Right.
And it's the playoffs. So it's only going to feel even faster. You're going to be working even harder, breathing even harder. Yeah.
Grayson Brown. Did y'all miss my super as well?
Of course.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm sorry if
we
I
definitely
did.
got you back, though. Hold on. Let me check. I feel like we did, though, because I remember seeing your emoji.
While you're doing that, I'll read this.
Yeah, let me look through.
Jay Nitch says, Moats, as a Steeler fan from upstate New York, I kind of know how you feel. On one side, there's the team I love. On the other, there's my hometown team.
You try to get me in trouble, too. You ain't slick.
Who?
He try to get me in trouble.
He is.
There's the team you love, and then there's the hometown team. You catch what he did right there? Did you catch what he did? He said, I live in Buffalo, but I'm a Steelers fan. So that's the team you love, and then there's the hometown team. Catch you. Yeah, he thought he was slick. He tried to go. He tried to pull a fast one on me, man. He never tried to pull a fast one on me.
AJ Martinez says, happy birthday to my son, Tony. January 5th, 27 years young.
Let's go, man. Happy birthday, Tony. And shout out to you, AJ, continuing to be a good dad as well. I think for Grayson Brown, that was Grayson you said, right? They had the one you said, did you miss one?
Right.
The only other one I can see, I thought we talked about this, but either way, he said, what's up, brothers? Bring on Buffalo. Pittsburgh matches up well with them. The AFC is wide open.
Maybe we just didn't get to it.
Yeah, I don't think we got to it
Didn't
at
we
the
just read
time.
that a
Yeah,
little bit ago?
literally, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say no.
Maybe
We
that
definitely
was it.
got you, bro.
We
Yeah.
just had a lot of supers.
Oh,
today.
that was literally 20 minutes later too. Yeah, because he sent that one at 5:32 and he said the other one at 5:55. Yeah.
Q, thoughts on James Winston going for the touchdown and victory formation?
I loved it.
Moats?
I loved it.
Saw someone
People hate him, but I
say
love it.
Personally, would have went for 2.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And because what James said, James didn't say I made the decision. James said, bro, we went out there as a team and we said it in huddle, right? Look, this is what we want to do. Are y'all down with it? And they all was like, yeah. And then when you talk about why they were doing it, because they rock with Jamal Williams, who is dope in the sense of team anime. I like him. You know, us nerds guys stick together. But, you know, I was cool with it. And I like the way that even when the interviewer or the reporter was trying to become combative with Jameis Winston, he very eloquently articulated his stance on it. And even though he may not have disagreed with Jameis, he made it very clear that, bro, if you got an issue, you don't have an issue with me. You have an issue with the team because us as a team made this decision. So that was my whole thing with it, man. For people that want to make it about Jameis, man, you just got your personal feelings about Jameis. Cool. It is what it is. But, you know, he knew what he was doing when they as a team made the decision, and Jameis knew as the quarterback he would have to stand in front of it. So yeah, I ain't tripping on it. In fact, I respect it because it's like, man, plenty of people talk about, oh, did you unplug the headset or would you call whatever you want to call? And it's always speculation, right? And then when it's time to actually talk about it, nobody ever wants to confirm one way or the other. If they was calling their own, or if they was like, bro, bump the system, I'm gonna do me. Jameis did though. And that's the part that I love the most, man. I'm like, bro, if you gonna do it, man, stand on it and don't apologize, man. Like you said, bro, it was 41-17. What are we hollering about? If you pissed off, stop it. You act like teams don't play defense versus victory formation, man. Shoot, that was the whole thing people was getting on Greg Schiano for. Down in Tampa, they firing off on people when you trying to take a knee. We seen that. We've also seen offensive linemen fire out when the QB trying to take a knee. So it goes both ways, man. But yeah, I ain't had no issue with it.
I don't know if I was the biggest fan of them doing it, like as it, like, you know, the team decision.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's not really a Jameis thing. It's more that the Saints decided to do it. Like I don't think I like it that much, knowing, you know, you're up and everything.
But not the coach. The players, like
No,
the team,
well,
the players, they said.
Well, this is my next point. I don't know what that says about their support or how much they like their coach. Though.
No,
If
but
they're
that's
just willing
but
to
that,
override
that's already
him,
been a part of the decision in terms of like
are they going to fire?
they already
him?
have some
I think
tension
you
there.
have to if that
Yeah,
happens.
it's already tension there.
I feel like that just
Yeah.
was an example, or just showed you what might be going on behind the scenes between how much the players buy into the coach.
Honestly, to an
If
extent,
you can just override your coach like that.
well, the thing was, to an extent, that looked like the Jair Alexander situation a couple of weeks ago with Green Bay, where similar concept, right? You got a player undermine his coach, goes out there and does his own thing. Now we saw in the aftermath of that, he was suspended for the Saints. Their season is over, so I don't know. I don't even know if Jameis is under contract either. So who even knows what type of discipline or if they felt some type of way what that would look like. But
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wasn't the biggest fan of the. What would you say that is? Little gamesmanship. Little running it up.
Well, I think of if it was like Dennis Allen as the coach saying it, I think that's games. I think that's running it up. To me, I looked at that as simply us as players coming together on a decision and saying, bro, no different when the national anthem stuff was going on, right? And we were like, bro, this has zero to do with you coaches, because you coaches can walk out there or come out here and take a knee and everything's gonna be fine. Those will say nothing. But us as players are held to a different standard, right? They're calling us certain names for standing and kneeling. So we said as a team, we would do this. We agreed upon it as players. I look at that in a similar vein of, bro, F the coach. They have zero to do with this. This is on us. This is one of our brothers right here. We want to get into that end zone. How y'all feel about the situation? We're going to get some ramification. We're going to get some hate on it. But, bro, we up big. We right here. They just got to pick on the two. It ain't like we got to drive. You just got to pick. So it's like, bro, what y'all on, man? When I think of it like that, I'm like, bro, if I'm just a part of the group, I'm saying, bro, what type of group you want to be a part of? I want to be a part of the group where if we all wrong, we all wrong together. Because if we all wrong, that means we all right. But if 80 of us come over here, that one guy goes over there, now you got what happened here, and we can see how that works. So it's like, man, you would much rather it be, if we all doing it, we are all doing it. If we agreed upon it, right, wrong, or indifferent, Deke, if me and you said we're going to rob this store, Deke, and you got your mask, I got my mask, bro, we can't turn back once you in there. And I'm like, all right, Deke, I psych, I'm going to holler at you. Like, nah, man, we here. So that's kind of how I looked at it. It's like, bro, we here.
Yeah.
Now you got to stand trial. All right, cool. Don't snitch. Don't start doing that now. Just stand on it. And that's how I looked at James. I'm like, bro, you standing on what you did. And as a team, I can respect that. As a player, you respect that. And that's why I'm like, I don't know how the organization will look at that.
Yeah, I think we're basically having two different conversations.
Right, the organization
you're
way
talking
different.
from like a player standpoint and having a certain amount of respect in the locker room, where I'm just looking at it of like, I don't like the decision in general, because you brought up like if Dennis Allen did it,
right,
or who did it, I don't know, just take the knee, win with some class.
Yeah.
But you're talking about you're talking about
now.
more what happened behind the scenes.
Yes, because Dennis Allen shouldn't be viewed as negative, because he technically did call in for it to be a kneel down. But this is the team.
But it's still a bad look on Dennis Allen for them to override him like
Correct.
that.
Because
like,
now you're saying, bro, you don't respect me.
Yeah.
Right. Regardless of how honorable, noble, whatever we want to say, we always talk about good intentions, right? Well, your intentions could be as good as they want, but you did not execute what I wanted you to execute, and now these are the ramifications for it. It doesn't matter that you needed money for your kid to go get medicine. You sold drugs, right? You robbed a person, right? It doesn't matter how pure the intention was. The action is ultimately what's going to get that consequence off of it. And that's kind of how I looked at it with James. It's like, yeah, we can penalize it, and I get it if they do. But at the same time, if I'm just simply looking at it as like a player's perspective, bro, I respect the heck out of what Jameis and what that squad did, because it's like, yo, if we going to actually do it, bro, actually do it. You know how bad it would be if 7 of them said yeah, and then the other guy's like, nah, I ain't in on that. I ain't on that, bro. You tripping. It looked way worse, but because they all was on it, it's like, bro, we all in it, man. That's all.
Daniel has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Daniel and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Tito, good vibes. Seriously, Moats, appreciate the positive energy you give on the show, even with our silly football takes. You too, Deke.
Hey, nah, man, come on, bro. It's all love, and y'all don't have silly or any other type of negative football takes. I enjoy the football takes. It's very refreshing, honestly, man, because it's different perspectives. You learn a lot. Man, I've learned a lot from Deke, man, throughout our time doing this podcast. Just how he thinks, his mindset, everything, bro. Absolutely.
It's good times.
That's why I like to
Ralph
have it, man.
Miller III, that one divisional loss got Canada out of there.
It's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, man. I always wonder, too, for him, do you think he looks back at this with, like, yo, I'm still proud of where they're going with it? Because part of me, I think he does to an extent. Because it's still his guys. You know what I mean? Still his thing right now. But then at the same time, I'm like, does he look at it with like, I hate y'all? Or does he like look at Kenny like, so you mean to tell me if this would have been Mason this whole time? Like, I'd have been here. I'd have been fine. Mason would have had everything looking fine. Like, I really wonder that, man.
Would Steeler fans let him get a ring? If it was up to them. Like, if we won, Because technically, right, he should get a ring if he's on the team for at some point of the
That's
season.
what I was saying, bro.
If it was up to the Steeler fans, would he get a ring?
The fans, no, because I think the fans are still crucifying him regardless. And it's like, they don't even be realizing. I'm like, okay, so it was this and this and this. But I'm like, you realize it's still that same thing. Is like we said, the difference was Sully and Faulkner, right? Just in terms of their style of calling it, their decisions of when they want the shrimp on the menu, when they want the lettuce on the menu. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, we do like that, but yeah, they're doing good, man. You got to be capped to them, and that's also why we like, yo, maybe those are the answers. They could be.
Yeah, see how
The way we playing right now, they could definitely be.
DJ Malesio, Kenny is trash, too fragile for AFC North football.
Jeez, a little heavy-handed, man. I mean, I get it though. You know, I get it. I don't necessarily agree, but I definitely can understand your feeling though, man.
AJ Martinez says, I always pay even when I'm invited.
There it is. There it is. Nah, I like your energy. Yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. It's like, yeah, if you going out, lady, taking her out, you're inviting her, even if she's inviting you, man, give some chivalry. You know what I mean? It ain't minimizing what the lady can or can't do, but man, chivalry, it ain't dead, bro. Open that door, bro. Go a long way.
Steel 6. Hey, Deke and Moats, what do you rate y'all's Riz?
Hey, you got chill, bro. I'm married, so I feel like I'm elite here, bro. Yeah, and she's still married to me after 12 and a half. You know that's tough. You feel me? People get bored nowadays too, man. I'm a Pisces, so you know it's like extra crazy dealing with me, man. So yeah, bro. Yeah, I feel like my Riz on the thou wow, man. Yeah, cause she still like me, Deke. I asked her earlier. I was like, "You like me still?" She was like, "Yeah, I like you." I was like, "All right, I just, you know."
Sounds like a 10 to me.
Sometimes you just gotta ask, bro. Yeah, I just be like, "Yo, you like me for real?" All right, thanks. Just never know. Just checking.
I'm a 5.
Oh, stop it, Deke. You're
5 out of 10.
definitely 8+. You're definitely 8+, bro. With the taco meat and that, then you slimmed, bro. What? You drink like healthy stuff, man. Like you eat kale. Yeah.
I'm getting there. I was going for a sober January, but I already failed that about a weekend.
That makes 2 of us. Yeah. I was happy I failed it too.
Maybe then I have my a theory about how football fans' schedule really is. The New Year's after the Super Bowl. It's not actually January 1st. The New Year happens after the Super Bowl.
It doesn't change until the Super Bowl ends. Now it's a new season.
Yeah, now we're in the playoffs too. Like, what, I'm not supposed to drink for some of these games now?
There it is.
Come on.
There it is.
DJ Malesio. I'm drinking healthy. It's tequila. It's just straight tequila.
That's the only way to do it. Either tequila or you got to go with that brown.
Tequila and water.
Man. I think I'm actually on some red wine tonight, D. I meant to drink it yesterday, but I ain't gonna lie. I researched way too hard.
That would be my second option these days.
That's my go-to. It's like research and wine. Yeah. Research and wine. It's like a perfect combo.
DJ Malesio says, Moats in here looking like brother from the Faux Flow.
Let's get it, man. You know, I be just trying to have a little fun with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but don't be getting on bro, man, from the Faux Flow. Cause you ain't that's Martin. Yeah. Okay. If you watch Martin, yeah, you be helped. Martin's you've seen Martin?
No, I know what it is though.
All right. But yeah, that we talking about. Yeah.
Kevin Pichardo giving us a little cash.
Shout out to Kevin, man. Salute you from the heart. We definitely appreciate you. You know, like I said.
Aramis D says Washington hired ex-executive from the Warriors, Bob Myers.
I did see that.
Let's go Steelers. Love you guys. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, I did see. They hired him and another guy to help lead their search.
Good luck.
Yeah, it was Bob Myers, and it's a league cat because he was the NBA dude. It was I'm drawing a blank on the dude, but it was one of them other like names that we would be like, okay, I see what you're trying to do here. Yeah, but he's supposed to like. They're both supposed to work together to help lead the search for their new head coach and football or head of football operations. Yeah.
Well, good luck.
You think they go with Bieniemy since he's already there?
He didn't really have a good year.
Just the OC.
So, I mean, their offense didn't really do much.
Yeah.
It was a bad year for them. I don't know. I have no clue what they're going to do.
Because isn't that part of the convo of like, oh, if you're looking for a hot candidate, wouldn't it be Bieniemy? He'd be one of the guys that people have talked about.
Yeah, he's definitely been in the mix.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Because that was the name that people talked about us trade Coach T for they ain't going to be enemy. I heard that name come up before. I just figured Washington just bump him up, you know.
they got that whole new group there. Now they're bringing in these new GMs.
Yeah.
I would guess they're going from the outside. That would be my guess.
I low-key feel like they are too, but that's the part where I'm just like, doesn't that feel like off a little though? Like, I don't know. I thought that was the whole point of BNB. Like, get him in there, we'll see by himself, and then whenever that's done, give him a chance.
Maybe if the offense would have been better.
That also true. But what was their quarterback? Didn't they go through a little quarterback situation too over there, right?
Well, yeah, I think the thing
Yeah.
with Bieniemy going to Washington was this challenge for him to kind of show
This is
the
a
league,
heck
like,
of a challenge, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I go to Washington and get Howell
Yeah.
right, get this offense right.
They put him on Coach T difficulty level.
Yeah.
That's the Coach T difficulty level, and then still supposed to deliver a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it didn't go well, and I'm not blaming Bieniemy for it not going well. It just wasn't a good season for his offense, and he's going to be a part of that and associated with it. So I don't know how he's looked around the league right now. Yeah, you're dealing with Sam Howell and the Washington Commanders.
That's what I'm
It's
like, bro.
not
Like, what we
the easiest
supposed to get out of that? That's what we felt when he went there. Like, yo, you know what that is? Ew. Yeah.
The Jacob Alessio, Moats the GOAT. Thanks for all you do. Deke do too. Don't cross the Moats.
They salute you, Deke. Do I love what they?
I forgot about that
I
one.
love that one, bro. Come on, man. Deke, the Diggler, and then Deke do. Yep. Yo, who was it when we used to have the call in and we used to have like the voice? So he was like, "What up, Deke do?" Oh my gosh, yo, it was. I'm gonna have to check the OG messages, man. It was one of them dudes who call in though.
Was it Zick Shazier?
Was it?
It might have been him.
Low key, it might have been because
It
it wasn't
might have been.
It wasn't AJ. It might have been Zick. Yeah.
Luka, I feel they need to let Darnell Washington loose this game. Hit him in stride and let him work. Tight end's about to turn up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Little big man running. Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean,
I'm against
if
it.
he could just block well, that's all I'm asking out of him.
Right now, we are loving him in 13 / I call it 14 personnel when we got the 3 tight ends and Allen Robinson out there. It played like 14. Like it's 4 tight ends.
Right.
Because Allen Robinson is, he's a tight end. That's how they play him. But I like it, though. Him, Rodney Williams, Move, Connor Hayward, all them boys, block, man. Just keep that run game open, man.
Yeah, I'm not expecting Darnell to go out here
Yeah.
against Buffalo and put up 100 yards and us targeting him a lot because we haven't done it all season. But we don't need that. We just need him to continue to block well because we can run the ball well.
Yeah.
That's it. Brent Fox, give the playbook a ring, not Canada. Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah,
That's
you put that in
crazy.
the trophy case.
Yeah. That's crazy.
A ring on the playbook.
Hey. Like, my plays were good enough, but I wasn't good enough.
G. Nitch has joined the upper room.
Shout out to G Nitch and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
That's it.
Bro, it's been an absolute vibe.
What do you got tonight for this game?
I'm rolling with Michigan, bro. I'm Team Jordan, so that's why. I don't really like Harbaugh like that.
Yeah, I think they're riding this chip on the shoulder thing, and
Yep.
I don't think it stops in the national championship.
Yeah.
It should be a good game. Washington looked good against Texas.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
then,
agree.
Yeah, the Michigan-Alabama game was a good one, too.
Yeah.
Should be good.
I think the Harbaughs, they trying to do brother to brother, we running it up. I like the opportunities for both of them. But if I had to pick one Harbaugh to have success, I would much rather be this one tonight versus the other one.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have
if
any
that
stake
makes
in this
sense.
game at all.
Yeah.
No stake.
Yeah. But I definitely like the Jordan concept. You know that. Can't help myself. And Michigan's one of them blue bloods. Even though I'm pro Ohio State because of my alliances.
I'm happy it was
Yeah.
a mix of new teams in this college football playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Michigan they've
beat
been
Bama,
in it.
yeah.
They've been in it the last 3 years,
Yeah,
right?
and Bama's been in it
At
too.
least they haven't won.
Yeah.
It fell for that one stretch. It was just Clemson,
Mhm.
Alabama
Seriously.
every year. Ohio
Yeah.
State being in there too.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just nice seeing Washington. Now they're in the Natty. Texas getting in there.
Mm-hmm.
And of course Alabama's in the mix.
Come on, roll tide, consistency. And this was a down year for Bama.
Speaking
too.
of
It
Alabama,
was a down year.
did you see who Pitt got?
No.
4-star Alabama recruit.
There it is. Let's go.
Like he was on Alabama's roster. It is
Yeah,
transfer. He was
yeah.
on Alabama last year as a freshman.
Let's go, bro.
redshirted. 4-star.
Where's he from?
Transfer up to Pitt. Louisiana. Big arm. Like, I think he's like 6'4", 6'5".
Serious.
Saw some highlights. Yeah.
All right. I like, because I was like, yo, what's the connection up here? But you said quarterback, so I'm like, that makes sense.
I bet you
then.
Narduzzi opened up his wallet a little bit.
Yeah.
I bet you that's the connection.
Listen, he got a private plane, so you know if you can fly private, you can open that dollar a little bit, man. I like that.
I'm not gonna get too far ahead of myself with this guy.
Don't you backtrack
you
it
see,
now?
You see what's happened. No, just in general. You see what's happened since Kenny Pickett left.
Nope, I don't know.
I'm talking up Slovis,
talk them all up.
Jerkovich.
But this guy went to Bama is different.
Vayer.
This
now
is different.
Yarno.
But this is Bama. He's from Bama. Any Bama descendant, they hit a little harder. Just remember that.
Let's hope. He's got 4 years of eligibility.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
4 years eligibility?
Yeah.
Like that's a vibe.
So
if he hits,
here's
what, as a freshman, yeah.
Yeah, here's what I'm assuming we're going to do. We got that Vayer dude that started midway through the season. He was the one that beat Louisville, but then he just went straight down the tubes pretty much. And then that guy that started for us like the last 2 games, Yarno, he was the third quarterback. I was like, yeah.
You said he was playing better than the other dudes.
Yeah, he looked better than both Jerkovich and Vayer.
Is Jerkovich still a tight end? Or
he's gone. It was his last year. Right. He's gone. Forget about him. So I think we're going to have those 2 quarterbacks compete with this Alabama guy.
I like it there.
The best man win.
I like it, man. Well, you know, I'm rooting for the Bama guy then. I'm rooting for the Bama guy.
I'm confident in him, especially this will be his first year starting.
Yeah,
I guess he'd be a redshirt freshman. But yeah, I think we got a lot of other transfer portal guys. I think that are pretty good. I saw a list.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we
the list looked good.
I gotta relook at our list. I had stopped looking at it because it was just a lot of exports, not a lot of imports, and it hurt my feelings. So yeah, one of these days I'm gonna go back and look at the new list. Yeah, but on a positive note, man, since we are getting ready to wrap up the show today, do have our guest for Thursday. Okay, so I figure I'll go ahead and let y'all know that on the front end. We're gonna get a chance to talk to young Calvin Austin III. All right. Thursday, 4:30. All right, he'll be calling in, so make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. But yeah, that will be our guest, man. Absolutely, you never know.
Use one or two.
Seriously, man. Seriously. All right. So yeah, we will have Calvin Austin III joining the show on Thursday around 4:30 time frame, man. So it'll be fun to, like I said, man, get a chance to talk with him, man. See where he's at, progressing throughout his technically not his rookie year, but kind of like his rookie year. But he's been producing, man. Big time dudes in the return game as well, man. So
yeah, he's been good.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So like I said, definitely excited about that. But with that being the case, I think we got everything. We hit DraftKings, did the show. We didn't say that it's not a rivalry. I think all is well.
Only one of the 2 people on this podcast said that.
I thought it was like a collective, like Jameson.
No, definitely a rivalry.
It's kind of like the victory formation touchdown. We all together. We said it wasn't a rivalry. We decided that, right? Just come on, man. One band, one sound. We just talked about with Jameson the guys, man.
The one band, one sound thing might be me in the chat.
No, man. Come on, man. You hearing it wrong, man. Jeez. Anywho, all right. We all gonna get along this week, all right? Kumbaya. In the words
so far, so good.
So far, so good. You're
First
right.
episode, I'd say success.
So, hey, we good, man. We are good. All right. So, with that being the case, man, y'all make sure I hit that like button one more time for the culture, okay? Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe either. And we will get this thing rolling. But until next time, baby.
Peace.